Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Christopher Laud. We are here to entertain you all the way till 10 a.m.
Then it's not our responsibility.
Then we are done. That's it. Then we don't have to do nothing, which is a double negative. Means we have to do something, but you give them. 1-800-920-1140 is your text line. Nope, that's your phone line. Hi. 916-339-1140 is your text line, I think. I don't know. Did we ever figure that one out?
We changed text systems.
Yeah?
And it's not entirely clear where it starts.
Why would it be? Why would it be? Well, if you're let's see. If you're texting in, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to open up our text line right now.
That's the old one. That's not.
It's the old one, so this is done. And do we know how to access a new text line?
It's supposed to be the same number, so.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a different system.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Do we know how to log into that system so we can read the text?
I was trying yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's a no.
And okay. I know I was gone, so I will take the blame for this. Because I know there was a meeting where we talked about how we were changing text systems. And then there were some slides I know that were presented for all the hosts and an email that followed that up that said, here's the new text system. And we want to make sure everyone understands how to use it before we switch text systems, because the last thing we would want to do is have listeners texting in and us not being able to access and acknowledge those listeners. So I remember, I was told during that meeting, it was presented, we went through everything, everybody learned how to do it, and then had that follow-up email to kind of understand so we could access it after the fact.
Okay.
What? Did you figure it out? By the way, none of that ever happened. We just found out on, 6:03 that
It's better you weren't in the meeting.
it was better I wasn't in the meeting.
Because you'll just be on the text line.
They secretly didn't want to tell me the text line, so I don't yell at anybody. All right, Chris has got to find a link.
I was looking for it too.
Where were you looking for it at? Was there correspondence about it?
Well, we had the.
I'm doing a bit, so did I miss it?
Yeah.
They legitimately present. When did they do this?
There were two different times for the new text system seminar. Whatever.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What were the? I don't remember seeing anything about that. Which
It was in your email.
was
Yeah,
in my
it's in your
email?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Text Groove.
That's it.
Look at this.
Yeah, there's way more to it. That's why it was. I mean, it was a
Thank you.
lot.
It was a lot.
It's mostly for promotions.
But there's some things that,
Well,
if you really get into the weeds, there's a lot more that we have the ability to do. Like, I mean, you could send gifts to people.
oh, you can.
Don't tell him that.
What?
He's not going to figure out how to do it.
Oh, I want to though. Let's see. How do you? Oh, I think that's how you reply. Oh, ha! Type message. Oh, I can't type a message. Okay, I'll figure it out. Well, I need that email. I want to learn this thing front and back. Hey, somebody send a text 916-339-1140 so I can reply. All right, that's it. That's the whole show. The whole show is just going to be me doing the text. Oh, here we go. To all listeners, welcome to the spooky season. Oh, it is October 1st. Well, that's great. Well, that's wonderful. That's super. Oh, here we go. Hi. Send message. Did it. Just replied, yo. Oh, I can forward messages now? That's weird. And here I can delete messages, I'm assuming. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, I added that text to something called a prep page, Jason. Okay.
Did my text come through?
I love you. Yes.
It did?
I love you and your show.
Okay.
Shout out Marty McNeil. R.I.P. Good morning. Welcome in.
Good morning.
How was the last hour and a half of the show? I listened to some of it. It sounded great.
Good. Yeah, we played Sabonis.
How did that go? Because I think he'll win.
No, actually.
You guys beat him?
Yeah.
Wow.
I tricked him. We aired that. We had controversy a little bit with Alan.
Oh yeah, dude. What was the line? Because this got back to me.
Yeah.
What
I think
was-
Chris was really frustrated.
Yes.
What was the line?
Because I didn't want to give him DeRozan to begin with.
What was the line Allen used and the general take he had?
First, he said that we stole players.
From him.
He said, no, it was Kyle came in here getting ready for the show, and he goes, hey, what was going on in there? Alan was saying something about how you were stealing players.
And then I went, stealing players?
Yeah, that's when, like, okay. So then then Alan comes into the control room, and I'm like, obviously there is a
misunderstanding.
And
Must be.
I'm like, hey, we were stealing players? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, we were stealing players. And he's like, well, you weren't stealing them. You were just hoarding them.
Then he was calling us hoarders.
Yeah.
And I said, well, and then I explained on the air too. I said, look, at one point, I think I legitimately, I'm like, the way he looked, I'm like, well, we were on a heater. Okay, look, I'd like DeRozan, but it's only fair. Let's let Allen. And then afterwards, I realized he had 9 people.
We had five.
Yeah. And he's like,
He
yeah,
had Harry. He's like, well, I wanted Keegan. That's who I wanted the most. And it's like, we wanted Monk. That's who we wanted the most.
That's right.
Stuff changes.
Yeah, he's like, am I ever going to get to talk to Keegan before what did he say, my daughter?
Before my daughter turns 2.
Yeah. And
Meanwhile,
then Chris pointed out that he has talked to him.
He has talked to him. He was on the show.
Scale of 1 to 10. How actually serious was he?
I would say a 7.
I don't know. It's tough to tell. But I went, wait, you literally had the most. And I said, we assisted not only on DeRozan, but probably Scott Perry. Like
We
that,
100% assisted on Scott Perry.
So
they
then-
brought him to us.
Yeah.
We said we're going to get him throughout the year. We
Right.
always talk to him.
And then I said, then in the afternoon, we assisted with Schroeder. Now, the other guys they got because they were there longer.
Sure.
And then I said, so I felt like we
literally
wonderful.
handed him DeRozan,
And Perry.
Schroeder, because we didn't.
Or
because
Schroeder for the
We
afternoon.
left. They
Yeah.
came to us and said, "Do you want Schroeder?" And we said, and honestly, I thought we handed that to. If anyone has a beef, it's Whitey.
No, we gave them to Whitey.
Well, at
no, I
first
know,
we were
but-
saying we were going to give him to Allen.
Yeah,
And then Whitey came over, like, hat
very
in hand,
nicely and politely, despite
like
the fact that he's been
looking
in
down at the ground. Hey there,
Right.
Mr. Morning Show.
the one guy who was doing mornings when we were in diapers, who would have a say, and meanwhile Alan, who's like 12, is like, "Oh, you stole everybody."
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I cannot wait for next year's media day. I'm already so pumped for next year's media day.
Good thing for Allen, you won't remember this.
Let me tell you something, dude. I don't remember a lot because I'm stupid, but I am petty as hell, man. I will remember. I am Tom Petty. I am Lori Petty. I am
We'll
Richard
gauge his
Petty.
temperature today in the crosstalk.
Gauge his temperature.
Yeah.
No,
See if you
I think he's going to
serious.
back down.
I don't.
You don't think
Oh,
Allen
I
will back
don't.
down?
I don't.
I think he will.
Gauge
I think he'll push back for a little bit. He's like, "Hey guys,
Hey, my ass.
This is
We gave him. Handed him 3 slots. How many years combined do you and I have covering this team? What, 45?
and add me into it. We've got 47
More.
years.
Is it more? Okay, let's just call it 40.
I mean, how many are you?
25. Well, no.
Okay, we're almost at 60 then.
Oh, yeah.
This is my 32nd year.
Yes. All right, so at least 40.
Yeah.
Alan's been here 20 minutes, and he's bitching about the players he has, and he got almost double the players we
Yeah.
got.
And then it was, well, you guys got like the starters. Like you did
That was his
too.
big thing.
He got.
I go, we didn't have Schroeder, which we were offering to him, but ended up going to the drive
We missed
guys.
40% of the starters and the general manager, and there's 3 shows on the station.
And possibly the 6th man of the year. Right?
Yeah.
In Monk
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So you got a Keon, key player. I mean, just he had plenty of guys.
Oh yeah, I guess Monk isn't starter, so that's not 40.
No, but you get DeRozan.
Yeah. Oh,
If
that's
DeRozan
right.
starts.
That's right. You got DeRozan, you got Schroeder.
Or Schroeder went after
Schroeder,
me,
yeah.
but yeah.
Like literally, if you guys told me that Whitey was, which by the way he wouldn't, but if Whitey was bitching, I'd be like, no, I get poor Whitey. Like, no, we should do better. We got to figure it out next year for him, or figure out a way for him.
But he ended with 4 guys. Yeah, Whitey got Schroeder,
and you got the rookies,
Maxime and Neek, and then Carter.
Well, that's
especially for the time of their media day started at 11. They didn't start till 2.
Yeah,
so last year, I think they were fortunate. I think they got 1, and it was Fox, but Fox just ended up being the last person.
Also, not for nothing, but we're the only show not broadcasting live out there.
Yeah.
Like, Alan got to broadcast live out there. We're not broadcasting live. So we're in a weird spot.
Yeah, in some ways we have an advantage. Some
you
ways
guys
we don't.
did a show, and then it kind of went and did another show.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
And by the way, I would argue, and this is just inside baseball stuff, that's harder than the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you don't know who. It's like Russian roulette, man, with basketball players. You don't know who's coming. You don't know when they're coming. You don't know. Hello. You don't know, and that's fine. And everybody goes through that. How are you the middays? No offense. And you get 9 players to the morning show's 5.
Yeah, it was 9, 5, 4.
Because here's my thing. Chris, you've worked in a restaurant before, right?
Of course.
Have you ever staffed in a restaurant before? Have you ever been in charge of staffing? No?
No.
You're familiar with how it works? In the following sense.
Where you have to give, like, opportunities to everybody.
Well, no, I would say more like this. Are there times during the day where a restaurant is going to have more people in it than less?
Yes.
Okay. And does the manager in charge of staffing generally staff heavier for rush than for, say, 2 p.m. or whatever?
I would assume so.
I would assume so too. You tend to stagger these things, right? You go to where the food is what they say. So one would think, now let's turn that into the audience.
Where's the food, dude?
And you go to where the people are. Alan's doing great in middays. God bless him, right? But let's just be fair here. We're the big dogs. We're the heavy hitters.
Some would say we're the show.
No, not us. Just said the other day. We're the, that's it. That's and we take that very seriously because that's the audience that's doing that, not us. We help. The audience is doing that. So that's just how the world works. You've got drive time, middays, not necessarily in that order. Also, you have the drive time thing. You have seniority. You also have, there's a lot of crap that goes in there. You have 9 guests, and the most senior show on the station, which also happens to be the heavy hitter show, gets 5, and you have the audacity to whine about it. Here's the thing. I think did you guys actually? I'm being honest here. Did you guys purposely bring this up now as opposed to later, so that I'll have 3.5 hours to calm down before crosstalk?
No.
Okay.
We brought it up yesterday.
You just weren't here.
Yeah, that's
at that time.
We brought it up yesterday, so you'd cool down by 10.
don't even.
That's why I said you need to gauge the temperature. Part of me was like, how serious is Alan? I know Chris gave him a 7, but
yeah,
I don't know. But then it felt like
Definitely wasn't a 1.
No, but then it felt like he wanted to move on from it. So I'm like, I don't know.
I think hearing it out loud,
right?
It's like
once it's out there, you're like, oh God.
I think he'll push back a little, and then he'll be like, "Hey guys."
I felt like we were being incredible teammates. I'll say it.
Honestly, like Chris Paul's, John
Yeah, but Paul, you took 6 shots.
Seriously, it's like you have 15 assists. The guy scores 30. He's like, could have had 16 assists.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, though. This is a little bit helpful because I do think as good of a job as we do at covering this team with this station, and I think we do a fantastic job, I think if there is a place you could poke holes in, it would be our lack of coverage. And we should cover it less, but I don't think we cover the Stockton Kings enough. I don't, and I imagine they're going to have a media day next year, and I imagine maybe it'll be on the set. I think that's where Allen should be next year. I think Allen is in charge of Stockton Kings media day next year.
You can get all the starters.
You get all of them. No one will take anyone from him. That's funny. And I just said that just like my wife does. That's funny. It's not.
Set the screen.
All right, well. Enjoy your rookie at media day next year, Alan. I'm going to go in before the media day and be like, hey, listen, Alan really doesn't want to. He doesn't want to say this, but he really doesn't want to do that many interviews. And he doesn't want to do it. He said to me before media day that he actually wants to do interviews with lesser known people because it's more challenging and he gets to know them. So if you guys could help him out, anyone you have on a two-way contract, absolutely. He said he's really big on assistant coaches and training staff.
He would like the summer league bench players.
100% bench players.
You know what we should do too is next year's have his show live.
Yeah.
Ours record, like where we set up another one for the afternoon show.
Yes.
And then have us and the afternoon show each get Keegan.
100. I'll bet you we could figure that. Absolutely.
He can actually. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Now you're going over there.
100%.
No, not him.
No, exactly. You have like us on the left or right. You have the morning show and the afternoon show flanking Allen in the middle, so that he has to watch players walk by him from our station over to Whitey. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
From the 209, Dave, you lied yesterday. You haven't dunked since high school. What? Cookies don't count? LOL. It's kind of funny. Want to thank everybody over at KNCI and Hagen Oaks. Raised a lot of money for charity.
The game of golf.
Golf and guitars. It was an interesting format, but it actually went quicker than I thought it was when they started the tournament. So we have a foursome. Hello. Then there's a celebrity, like a country singer who's okay. And then there's another foursome where we started on 10. So we were 10A, the other foursome was 10B, and then our celebrity actually takes a shot for each team.
Okay.
So he gets to shoot twice, and then he shoots for us, and we'll take, let's say, his drive, and then he shoots for the other team. They can take his drive. It's all the way through, right?
Wait, so they just stay at the hole, or?
No. He goes with us. Hello. But what I didn't realize, their new format this year is both teams tee off.
So you're nine-some.
Nine-some.
Okay. And then does B just stay there?
Nope.
So
Then
you're nine-some all the way through, but you're keeping
through.
just your score.
That is correct.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
And it's best ball.
And it is best. Yeah, it's a scramble play. So whatever the best ball
Were there
is.
times where your nine are all really close to each other?
Yeah. There were, but mostly not.
Oh.
Turns out that
So Chris and I couldn't have possibly been there.
Why?
I don't know.
What?
There's like 800 people there.
Right.
It would just take way too much time.
We would have been in the way.
Way in the way.
Yeah.
All in the way.
Yeah.
I wish you were there though. Our
Why is that?
huh? Well, our celebrity was a guy named George Burge, who apparently is about to get his third #1 hit. Not George Burns, George Burge, Birge.
Yeah.
So
Scary that you knew exactly where I was going.
yeah, no cigar, not an old man. So, because I thought the same thing, Chris. So, usually at these things, like a lot of times the artists will come out in like a t-shirt and shorts and a cowboy. You're like, you're like, okay, we're gonna have fun today. It's gonna be a fun time, and it is. Well, this guy is in full, like, long pants, like golf pants, all that. Okay. So first tee, he actually, celebrity always hits first, right? He drives the fringe of the green on the 312-yard par, hole one.
Is it Zach Levine?
Turns out he played golf at Texas.
Ooh.
He was 1 year away from Jordan Spieth coming in. Knows a lot of these. Like, he's basically the best golfer in country music, right? By the way, the nicest guy ever. No disrespect. I don't know country music that well. I'd never heard of him. I've never heard him sing. And the more I was we were playing together and talking, the more I was like, I can't even imagine you. It's hard for me to imagine you up on stage. Not that he's not incredibly talented. I put him in Spotify on the way home. I was like, wow, this guy's really good. But he was just a dude, right?
Get
Really,
me out of Spotify.
right? Really nice guy. It's funny that Chris and I were arguing yesterday about golf etiquette. Mm-hmm. And Chris, who obviously, and I was thinking about this yesterday, it made me smile. When you think about like all the drunken New Yorkers with the backwards hats and the glasses, like that's Chris's people. Make the noise, be disrespectful.
That is not my people.
That's who you're siding with. You're with those
I'm not
people.
There's a huge gap between
you're frat bro.
Not being
frat bro.
shushing people and throwing beers at people's wives.
Well, you supported it. So my thing was golf is different and should be held to a higher standard. That golf.
Oh, it's so important.
Golf.
There's so much majesty to the game.
It's just nice to be honest. It's just nice to be honest and play with integrity and be, respectful. Respect. Ooh, dirty word. The world works in mysterious ways, man.
Oh, so this wasn't you.
No, it was.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
I'll let you judge. We get to the 14th hole. So we started on 10. We get to the 14th hole, right? I go to tee off to, I think, 120-yard par 3 at Hagen Oaks.
Weren't you 9th?
119.
I was probably 9th, yeah. What did I say? 100, what?
You said 120 is 119.
120 yards. Oh, it's 119. Thank you.
We want to be honest because
right.
the game is so important.
We do. So I pushed my shot a little bit. Push meaning I'm right-handed, so it went a little to my right. And I was heading towards the far right edge of the green. The hole was sort of a middle left of the green. It was a very long horizontal green. I hit it, and it bounces on the top of, it was an elevated ridge on the right side of the green. It hits the right side of the green, and it rolls down and rolls and rolls and rolls.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. No!
And everyone's watching, and it's kind of like, no, what? Huh? And I turned around before the ball went in and just started walking off the tee. And I knew the ball went in because everybody lost their mind. Scott Marsh bear hugs me. I got completely tackled. It was a madhouse. Just dropped a hole in one. The reason that I turned around and started walking off and had they'll tell you, I had no reaction whatsoever. My only reaction was I put my hands on the sides of my head, and I was actually a little pissed off. When I teed my shot up, one of our playing partners didn't realize that I was about to hit my ball. And on my backswing, laughed incredibly hard at something, which completely threw me, like not scared me, but surprised me on my downswing when he laughed, and I shanked the ball 20 yards into the bushes. And everybody immediately says, dude, that's Jack. Like, it was an accident, but it said re-tee the ball. And I re-teed the ball because that was jacked up. I re-teed the ball, dropped it.
Hole in 3.
Everybody there is like, dude, you just got a hole in one. I said, that is 100% not a hole in one. It is not. It's a hole. You have to score it as a 3. By the rules of golf, that is a 3. Yes, I re-teed it. Yes, I had a good reason to re-tee it. Yes, he laughed on my downswing. So I put a picture out purposely with no context of the ball in the hole for that specific reason, because I wanted to wait until today to tell the story. Now, Chris, again, golf standards. And it's so funny that I was met with it hours after we had this. Well, 24 hours. That's right, because we did it a couple of days ago. There is nobody there that would have objected to me marking that as a hole in one. Nobody. And then I could have gone out and said it was, dude, by the way, holy crap, this word. I got texts from people I haven't talked to in years that I know are on social media, like, bro, you hit a hole in one. And my response is like the shrug emoji. Mm-hmm. It's like, kind of, but not really. And that's the second time that's happened to me. I have a hole-in-one. I have one in Oregon 3 years ago, and it was a bad shot that dunked into the hole. You miss it by 2 inches one way or the other, you're off the green. It was not a good shot, but I mean, obviously it was. But about 12 years ago, I've talked about this. Me and my buddy are out. We're playing 2 balls because, there's nobody out on the golf course. My first one goes into like the bunker on a par 3. Second one drops. This is my second hole-in-one plus mulligan, hole-in-one again.
Did your group have a mulligan?
There was a hole where you were allowed to use mulligans. That was not. Wait. Yeah, we did have a mulligan, actually.
Okay.
Even then.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing where you can, like, send your ball in and sign a thing to Titleist, and they'll send you out a medal to put on your bag, which I did with the real hole-in-one. And then there's, like, there's things you can get where you can get I have a little plaque in my office that holds my ball in a little square with like the scorecard on it and all that. Like there's things you do if you get a hole-in-one to commemorate it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that for this.
Yeah, and I told you the only time I've ever played with someone that got one was the same thing that you had. It was he hit one and he's like, I'm gonna hit another. I'm like, okay. And it was an independent. I didn't even know the guy. It was a single that was with me and my buddy.
Yeah.
And the second one he hit, we knew he hit it well. We didn't know that it went in. But then when we got up there, he's like, it went in. I mean, which it did. He was right.
Yeah, but
and he's like, hole-in-one, you guys will vouch for me, right? And I'm like,
oh, he was pushing it?
Yeah, that's where I felt weird. I'm like, you know what? I don't care how you score, but don't loop me in. Like, I'm not going to the clubhouse to say, oh, yeah, it's legit. Like, just however you say you did it. I mean, I let people score their own way. I don't care. But that was weird. And he didn't push it any further for us.
It is.
I know what you're doing, Dave.
What?
I know what you're doing. And you're trying to be all high and mighty.
I am.
But I see
actually am.
right through you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A lot of people out at that golf course.
Ton of people.
Like, huge amount of people.
Yeah.
What's the rule when you get a hole-in-one?
You got to buy the drinks. Let me tell you something.
Hey, this guy got a hole-in-one. No, I didn't.
Let me tell you something. I'm all about the rules and traditions of golf. If that's a legit hole-in-one, I'm taking off before I buy drinks. I don't even care. That's my hypocrisy only goes so far. As we take a break.
What did you guys put on the scoreboard?
58.
No, what did you put on the hole?
3.
No one got a birdie?
You know what? Actually, I honestly say 3 because that's how I don't know what we put on that hole, to be honest. I know that I scored. We didn't. I know we didn't score at a 1. From the 209, come on, Dave. Golfers deserve more respect than other athletes. You sound pretentious and ridiculous. Golf is no better than anyone else. Golf sucks, by the way. That's from the 209, who completely is not understanding what I'm saying. But, Chris, these are your people. These are your people.
I do agree with the statement.
These are your folks right there. We'll take a break. Big day today. As Kings Media Day continues, at least our part of it. Since we got all the players, we'll give you a couple more. Keegan
Murray
is going to join us at 7:28. Thanks for matching the cadence there. Doug Christie at 8. Isaiah Stevens also 9 a.m. as well. And don't worry, we'll get to the other show stuff a little bit later in the week. Coach Tim Plow, UC Davis, will make his regular Wednesday appearance at 6:44. We're right back right after this.
The Allen Styles Show.
Brock's bro, Chubba, he's on Nevada and wasn't great. Why didn't we ever hear about him? You answered your own question, Jeff, because he's not very good. Look, man, it's your 5th year at UNR. You are now Preston, not calling you Chubba. How old is he?
He is 24 years old, a 6th-year starter, never won a college football game.
We use your government name.
You can listen to the Allen Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-384-3434. 800-384-3434. 800-384-3434.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting. Just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
When shopping for a new car, what do you want? A great selection? A low monthly payment? More for your trade? At Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda, you get it all. Model year-end savings are going on now. Drive away in your favorite Honda. It's savings you just can't say no to. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study, recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Safe or out? Question 1.
Zach Levine talked golf with us at Media Day, but also mentioned baseball. Safe or out? He would probably be a great baseball player.
No, out.
Wow.
Yeah, I think because he's, look, I mean, with apologies to Aaron Judge, but generally tall people don't make great hitters.
Oh, so
generally.
Shohei and Judge, yeah.
Well, how tall was Shohei's, what, 6'5"?
Yeah.
No, yeah. But Levine's what, 6'7", 6'8", I think? But that they're look, the 2 best hitters in baseball happen to be really tall. You got me there, but I think the average height of your hitter is what, maybe 6 foot in baseball? Maybe? Maybe. Also, a golf ball. Look, I'm the last guy to say golf's easy. It's not.
6'5".
Who? Ohtani?
Levine.
Oh, is he only 6'5"? Also, a golf ball is stationary, and everybody's quiet. A baseball is going 100 miles an hour and moves all over the place.
Yeah, because NBA, they always have to deal with quiet atmospheres.
I just don't. I think. Look, Zach LaVine is an insane athlete. Well, let me put it this way. I think safe-ish. Here. I'll adjust my answer. I think Zach LaVine would be as good at baseball as he is at golf.
Okay.
He's nowhere near a PGA golfer. Now, if Zach LaVine didn't play basketball and devoted his life to playing golf, I don't know how far he'd get. Maybe same thing with baseball, but I think Zach LaVine, it sure sounds like, and based on his distances, is a hell of a golfer.
Right.
For us, for the people. But I think he'd be a hell of a baseball player for us. What?
I'm trying to find some Zach LaVine highlights of baseball.
Oh, are you?
Uh-huh.
Did he hit a home run once?
He did. Oh, my.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like it's a charity softball game, and the fences are way in, but he hit it to the warning track of real Seattle field, and then apparently he makes a great catch. Let me see if I can get to the
warning
catch part. Yeah, but I mean, let me see if I can back that up. Hello. Look, here's his home run. See how far it goes. There's the regular field. The guy in the outfield's like, I'm not even watching that. It goes, bounces on the track. It's a softball also.
Right. Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, that's
fine.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Well, let's see if we can see his home run. So this is somewhere in Seattle. Yeah.
I mean, I guess what's the definition of great?
Like if he worked at it all the time instead of been playing basketball. I don't know.
You think he'd make the majors?
I mean, look, these guys. Here's his robbing of a home run. Let's see if this is good.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's a great catch.
Yeah.
Well, it isn't like diving or people can't see it. So you're saying safe?
I don't know. I think just like these guys are so good.
Tie goes to the
if
runner.
they worked at anything, they'd be great at it.
Question 2.
Safe or out, we will see an October baseball game in Sacramento with the A's.
You know, kind of like yesterday, coin flip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning optimistic. I'm positive, Dave. R.I.P.
So they not only have to, if they were a wild card, they have to have the better record and be at home.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what? You changed my mind. I forgot. Because I'm like, what, could they make the wild card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could.
Have the better record, make the wild card?
To host the 3
Yeah,
games.
I'll say that.
I'm going to be optimistic, Dave. I'm going to go safe.
Gotcha. Number 3.
Third base.
The Yankees had the bases loaded with no outs at home against Aroldis Chapman and failed to score. Safe or out. That's absolutely unacceptable.
Who wrote that?
Huh?
Who wrote that?
I think that was you.
Huh.
Safe. And I love Aroldis Chapman, and I acknowledge he arguably has the best stuff in all of baseball. You load the bases. By the way, he helped him load the bases, but you load the bases at home and you don't score a run, and he just whifferooed. Like, they didn't. Those last 3 outs, I think he threw at one point, like, was it 9 straight strikes, 11 straight strikes or something? I mean, he mowed through everybody, and I respect that, but
they're balls.
You gotta get something across the plate there, dude.
Yeah, and there's lots of things that killed me about that game, but still, I knew it was going to haunt them. The extra run they gave up in the 9th. I mean, it was 2-1. I'm like, 2-1, you're one swing of the bat. Judge is coming up second. Like, anything can happen here. When you gave up one more run, it's 3-1, and the fly ball that they hit that would be a normal sac fly, I understood why they didn't tag because you needed 2 runs anyway. But if it's a 1-run game, you send the runner, and now it's tied. But they gave up that extra run in the 9th inning, which was big.
No, and now they're almost out of the playoffs.
Almost. Got to win 2 in a row.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, UC Davis football coach Tim Plow, as we go down to Shredville, we'll talk to him next.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sacktown Sports.
Oh my, what an athletic move that time by Malik Monk.
Hey Sacramento, it's Malik Monk, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Hey everyone, it's Kyle Draper here. If you're in the market for a new car, let me tell you about my experience with Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the moment I walked into their state-of-the-art showroom, I knew I was making the right choice. There was no pressure from the sales staff, and if I'm being honest, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV, and let me tell you why. First of all, the comfort. After a long day at work, I actually look forward to being in my car. It has several different massage settings, including my favorite, hot relaxing back. Plus, the seat heating and cooling features are perfect for the hot summer or those chilly mornings. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5, or you can shop online anytime at mbofstockton.com. That's mbofstockton.com, and tell them Drape sent you.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad, a lineman, leaving in the middle of the night. Families were depending on him to get their power back on to keep them safe and warm. Watching him taught me that this work isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people and the trust they place in us when the lights go out. That's why I started Maverick Electric Heating and Air, to carry on that same promise of showing up, doing it right, and protecting families when they need us most. Visit callamaverick.com.
With great deals coming this Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away. So if you love baking, you can get a deal on a new mixer, transforming you into the Lord of the Loaves.
Hear ye! Make way for the baron of brioche, the sultan of sourdough, the Lord of the Loaves, Prime Member Dave!
Yeah, hi?
Get up to 40% off with Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sacktown Sports.
Joining us right now, let you know it's Wednesday. Two things that let us know it's Wednesday. Scott Freshour at 8 a.m.
Yes, he does.
And Coach Tim Plow of your UC Davis Aggies. Hey, heard right here.
That's right.
Voiced by my golf partner yesterday, Scotty the Body Marsh. Coach Plow, good morning.
Boys, how we doing?
I'm good, Coach. I want to let you know I watched the Browns and the Lions last week, so I had my punishment. It wasn't great football, but I watched it.
Oh yeah, not good. In fact, I just heard the Browns changed their quarterback,
They
so
did.
you have to watch the worst version. Great, perfect. We're
Yes,
back.
I had to watch Joe Flacco, so my punishment has been served.
Coach,
Great.
what goes into? I know you're not dealing with this, but I'm sure you have before. Just since we're on the topic and you're an actual coach, how crazy is it or is it as crazy as I think, not being a football coach, to change a quarterback midseason? Like having somebody new in there who has been there for camp and who knows the playbook and all that. Not like you traded for them or whatever, which wouldn't happen in college. But how much can that throw off a team?
I mean, there's nothing more dramatic than making a change at that position, And I think sometimes, teams maybe do it out of panic, but it can help a team. I mean, I think of like the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. They benched their quarterback. All of a sudden, they put Trent Dilfer in there, and he's just good enough to make sure they don't screw it up. So I feel like it can be a positive thing because it's gonna shake things up, but it's dramatic. I mean, it's a dramatic flip. And I always tell I've been coaching quarterbacks for 20 years now, and I always tell families and the guys I want to play in the NFL, and I always tell them, well, there's 64 guys on the planet that get paid to play quarterback in the NFL. Of those 64, there's maybe a dozen that do it well. And of those dozen, there's maybe 4 that do it really well. So there's more astronauts than quarterbacks. There's more brain surgeons than quarterbacks. So, these are elite of elite people. And, I'm reading this book right now, actually, by Seth Wickersham, The American Kings. It's like a study of quarterback development. But it really does point out, this is a rare thing. So when guys don't do it well, I'm not surprised because only about 10 people on the planet can do it.
It's interesting in all your years of experience from playing, you were a quarterback, to coaching and coaching quarterbacks as a coordinator to a head coach. Are you learning something? Are you picking up something from this book?
I love it. Yeah, I think I'm a pretty voracious reader. I mean, I'm always looking for different leadership books. This has kind of been the first football book in a while that I dove into. But I was pretty excited when it was coming out just because I saw the background. I was just talking about how guys were when they were younger and what common traits they have. And everyone's always trying to figure out how to evaluate and develop quarterbacks and is there a secret to it? And so it's been cool just to hear the stories of some of these great ones and what they had in common and what made them unique. And yeah, so it's been good.
Coach Tim Plow joining us. Weber State, sorry, no love lost there. Obviously, they tried, I guess, but 34-12. That's a. I don't know, Coach. Are there ever comfortable wins for you? I was gonna say it's a nice, comfortable win. Are there ever comfortable wins for you?
No, I think the one thing that's been common in the last year and a half is there's just so many things going on during the game that you're constantly evaluating or trying to fix, and then all of a sudden the game gets over and you look up and you're like, oh yeah, we were in the lead, great, So it's just a different level of stress that you're going through because there's just a lot of things. When I was an offensive coordinator, you're just trying to score points. You don't really even think too much about anything else. When you're in the head coach, there's just so many areas that you're constantly looking at that makes it fun, but it also makes it stressful. So, yeah, a lot of times I'll look up there at the end. I won't even realize, oh, yeah, we were up by 20. Great. Okay, good. So.
That's awesome. As we're talking with Tim Plow, head coach of the UC Davis Aggies. Coach, the victory gets you started in Big Sky play at 1-0 as the season rolls along, but a couple of guys got dinged up during the game. What's the status with Pinnock and Connors. I know you had a couple injuries there.
Yeah, we're kind of going through it right now. It just seems to be like one of those years where guys get beat up. Pinnock's fine. Basically had a stinger, which if you've played football, it's initially painful, but you get the feeling back, and he should be fine. Practiced yesterday. The twins, they're going to be out for a while. We don't know exactly how long, how serious. We're still getting some imaging done, but it must be some type of twin telepathy or something for both of them to get hurt at the same time. But hopefully not too serious. But we're still kind of going through the imaging that it takes a couple of days to figure out. We'll probably know today or tomorrow what the extent is of those guys. But those are obviously irreplaceable players that you just don't replace guys like that. But hopefully what you do is you grow. Like we talked about losing Lan, and hey, we're not going to have Lan ever again, but we're going to grow new guys. We're going to grow Jordan Fisher and Carter Vargas, and hope we can make those guys have a name for themselves. And same thing with the guys that would replace the twins until they're back. So hopefully it's not too long, and hopefully we even have them this week. There's a couple things that we're looking at that might have them, but yeah, it's always a bummer when great players like that get dinged.
What was the fight you showed?
This past week, I dove into Lomachenko.
Ooh,
Loma. So, yeah, I've always felt like he's one of my favorites, and had a good story about how he basically was an amateur forever, and Ukrainian government wouldn't let him fight, and then finally he's 28, 29 years old, and they let him fight, and I told the guys it was kind of like Aggie football, and that we've kind of been this like secret place that nobody wants to talk about, and now we're finally allowed to go out there and show everybody how great we can be, just like Lomachenko. So, and I was glad we played well, but I'm a big Lomachenko guy.
Yeah, great fighter.
Well, Coach, you got a couple rivals at UC Davis. You have the Sac State Hornets and the Causeway, but you also have the Golden Horseshoe, which is Cal Poly. That's this week as you guys make the trek down there. When it's a rivalry game, you put any more on that, or is it you just try to keep it focused on week to week and kind of what you guys are doing?
Well, I do think it's important to talk about the history of the school and talk about our rivals and why it's important. So, I do tell the guys that, hey, it's okay to talk about that this is an important game and it is a rival because, at the beginning of every year, in January, I always say we got two goals here. We want to win the Big Sky, and we want to beat the team down south and the team across the Causeway. And so, this week we have a chance to actually, achieve one of our goals. And so I always think rivalries are either based on disrespect or respect. And I think this game has always been based on the foundation of respect. I think both programs have always been really competitive. The games have always been really close. When I was a player here, they had a great head coach in Rich Ellerson that I really respected. That they always had great NFL players, and so we know this is an important game. It means a lot to everybody in the community, everybody associated with Davis. So you can be 0-10, and if you can win those two games, it's a successful season. So we know it's an important one, and we don't want to give that trophy back. So I try to explain the importance of the rivalry, and then also go back to, okay, now if you just focus on trying to win a game, it comes down to us playing our best, and hopefully we can find a balance there between that. But it'll be emotional for sure. It's one of those chippy games.
You don't need extra motivation, but as we wrap up, this is actually a very true story. 2 days ago, my son's a junior in high school, huge sports fan, and colleges, reps will come through the high school to do presentations like, this is why you should attend, And the day before yesterday, Cal Poly, somebody from there showed up at my son's school. And did, no, honestly, that really happened. And we were talking about in the car, and he was looking at the campus, and we watched like a couple YouTube videos, beautiful campus and all that. And he was kind of like, he's having trouble picking a school. And he said, I really want to learn more about this school, which was huge for him. He doesn't really say stuff like that. So I read more about it that night, and then I looked at the tuition, and I already have one kid at USC. I don't know that I could. This was more expensive than USC. So being that he's a huge sports fan, Coach, you could really help me in my pocketbook out a little bit by just throttling these guys. Just throttle them. And that way I can say to him, you really want to go to school at Losertown? So, again, you don't need extra help, but if you could do that for me, that'd be great.
Well, as usual, I mean, this is the best part of my Wednesday is now I get to have a team meeting here in about 5 minutes, and I'll say, guys, this is what we really got to play for. We got to take care of this bank account. I mean, we don't want to hurt our guy here.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So that's an easy one. I appreciate the layup. Now they're going to be really excited.
Look at that. The mayor of Shredville, the one, the only Coach Tim Plow. Coach, we'll be watching, and, of course, we'll be listening right here on Sacktown Sports. Get that W, and looking forward to talking to you next week.
Boys, the Golden Horseshoe belongs in Shredville, and let's find some joy this week. Appreciate you.
That's right. Always awesome with Coach Tim Plow. We'll take a break. When we come back.
He's looking out for you.
He always does.
Yeah.
You know what about Tim Plow? I've never met him. I've never met him.
Okay.
I want to meet Tim. I want to meet Coach Plow.
Yeah.
Be awkward, though. We've talked for years.
Yeah, he's done a lot of things for you.
He has.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, here's some cookies. I don't know what I'd do. Bring him something. Keegan Murray at 7:28. Doug Christie at 8 a.m. 3 for Madness coming up next, including some strong comments. Made yesterday against WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. We'll talk about that next.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
She has yet to lose since she's gone there. I'm not saying anything. Broke into the top 25 this week. UCLA having a rough year. Maybe this year. Come on over to the. All right, Jason laughs. Hopefully he'll be back for 3 for. Oh my God! He's got the double hand wave.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
You've probably heard the word, but do you know what a stimp meter is and how it works? Invented by Edward Stimpson in the 1930s, a stimp meter is a device used to measure the speed of putting surfaces. His version was made of wood and was simply a chute on which a golf ball would roll onto the green. Roderick Easdale writes in Golf Magazine, today's stimp meters are made of aluminum. They're 36 inches long and have a V-shaped chute down which the ball can roll. It has 2 notches on which the ball rests. After a flat area of the green is selected, a golf ball is placed in the notch and the end is slowly lifted until the ball rolls down the chute and across the green. The average of 3 distances becomes one of the measurements. The process is repeated in the opposite direction and the measure of both directions is added and divided by 2. That figure in feet is the stimp meter reading. Most courses average 9 or 10 on stimp meter, which is neither too fast or too slow, just right for most recreational players. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
David, are you here?
No, I'm here.
Can you hear
We're
me?
all here. Illegal use of soundbite on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down. Okay, 3 for Madness. Not first down. By the way, I want to thank your friends at Overhead Door.
Yeah,
They were
how
out
about
there
that?
yesterday.
Glad they were out there.
Yeah, they said, give Jason this hat. And
Yeah,
a
that was
couple
very
of
cool.
hats.
I took it to my office.
And a little Overhead Door.
Overhead.
How did they say that?
So give him this hat.
Like, ugh, give him this hat.
Oh, update. Oh, I can't believe I didn't use the breaking news bed for this. There was a
little bit of breaking news.
It's
breaking news.
That's appropriate. There was, you know how on in a golf tournament there'll be like different foods at different holes, and sometimes there'll be like little food trucks. And anyways, there was a place called Red's Pizza. By the way,
not Red Panda.
No, Red's Pizza. Seriously, I don't know how they.
Oh, and thank God Red Panda's back.
Yeah, right. Good for her, dude.
Training montage.
Ready for the? Did you hear media day was yesterday?
Yes.
And they have like a truck out there with pizza ovens. So a lot of times, no offense to the other pizza place they'll just bring like stacks of pizzas in boxes that they put in like coolers or warmers. They had an actual pizza oven out there, so you get some pizza and it's just fresh and anyways. What? So
I am looking at this place.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got like wood fire.
No, dude. I mean, they're not paying us. This is a free plug.
This looks good.
It was really good. So, anyways, the guy, I think he owns it. I don't know, but he looked like ZZ Top.
Oh, nice.
Giant beard, right? Giant beard.
Red?
Yes. So it probably makes sense. Anyways, dude, I started talking to him about my pizza oven issues, and he was like, "Come on in. We'll dial you up, dude. We will tune you up." You go, "See that guy over there?" And he pointed at this big old dude. He's like, "That's my dough master. Like, that's the guy." And so we're making arrangements because one of our dear friends in sales downstairs, you guys know Chantel, right? Knows these guys. And we're going to make arrangements to for me to go in there and volunteer, but also not really volunteer because I'm getting paid in knowledge. And they agreed to help me with how to do all the dough and flip it and smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh, so really that got you? All right, question 1.
Oh, that's the end of the story.
Yeah, that's it.
Back to you.
I want to go.
I honestly, here's what I think should happen. I think the 3 of us should go in. We should all take basically a class on pizza making and then culminate it where you guys come over. I'll have like 2 different doughs per person, 2 different dough balls, so you can make 2 different pizzas. I'll get all the ingredients. We can make our own pizzas before we watch Top Gun Maverick.
Wait, I want to go to Reds.
No, I'm saying we go to Reds first.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Okay.
learn,
All right.
and then we test out our skills.
I'll allow it.
In my pizza oven.
Got it.
All right, question 1.
Yesterday, some of the strongest comments ever by a current athlete against their current commissioner when Minnesota Lynx star blasted WNBA commissioner Kathy Engelberg. What did you think of what she said?
I forgot to put her name in it. Nafisa Collier, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that whole thing. It was about a 4.5-minute diatribe.
I mean, calling out leadership big time.
Good for her. You know what, dude?
More
in every.
But I mean, isn't that the strongest you've probably ever heard?
Ever. Not even close.
Yeah.
In every, I don't mean to compare this to like real life stuff, but in any type of revolution, and that could be a workplace, which this is, any throughout history, any type of sea change starts with, you can always point to an incident, an event, something that just really was the turning point. I would argue.
I want to be clear. This conversation.
I would. Oh, so you have the audio? Okay, I was getting it. I would argue, like for example, the fight for the Kings, right? I would argue, and I think a lot of people would agree that. And it's, you don't ever expect it, right? It just happens. Grant and Jerry sign-off. I think that was a rallying cry for a lot of people. There's a lot of moments that we could point to, but for me, that really turned the tide. I hope that this is that point. And as you'll hear here in her comments, one of the things she said that I really appreciated was the mention of Caitlin Clark and some of the other young. It wasn't just about her and her team.
Right, but even what the commissioner said about Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
She's calling back to things she told her.
This is smart. This is, somebody had the I was going to say the balls, but you get my point, to go forward and really put herself on the line here. And I hope that leads to a little mini WNBA revolution, because they are on the precipice of they're doing some great things, but really, really go to the next level. And let me just be honest, man. Doug Collins, Phil Jackson all over again. Sometimes you need the Doug Collinses to get you to a certain point. Then they got to go so you can bring in the guy that's going to win the title for you. I think a good change at the top would be very, very good. Here's some of the comments she made yesterday. Right here.
I have prepared a statement that I would like to make before taking.
I'm just realizing this isn't going to be going to StreamYard because it's one channel. I got to find a better.
Hi. How are you doing? So Chris just realized that
was in one channel.
What was her name again? Sorry.
Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, let me see. I don't have that in here. We stopped playing that because it was only coming through in one channel, and we don't want to do that to our YouTube listeners as well, because they won't be able to hear it. And let me tell you, man, the things she said, oh, gosh, swearing up and down, it was crazy. It was...
I want to be
I don't
clear, this
think there was
conversation
any-
is not about winning or losing.
Oh, here we go.
It's about something much bigger. The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office. Since I've been in the league, you've heard the constant concerns about officiating, and it has now reached levels of inconsistency that plague our sport and undermine the integrity in which it operates. Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing, but to also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. Year after year, the only thing that remains consistent is the lack of accountability from our leaders. This past February, I sat across from Kathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. In that same conversation, she told me players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them. That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. This year alone, I've gotten calls, texts, and well wishes from so many players across the league. Those moments remind me that sometimes there are things bigger than the results than this game we play. But do you know who I haven't heard from? Kathy. Not one call, not one text. Instead, the only outreach has come from her number 2 telling my agent that she doesn't believe physical play is contributing to injuries. That is infuriating, and it's the perfect example of the tone-deaf, dismissive approach that our leaders always seem to take. I'm not concerned about a fine. I'm concerned about the future of our sport. At some point, everyone deserves to hear the truth from someone who I hope has earned the benefit of the doubt to fight for what is right and fair for our athletes and our fans. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world. If I didn't know exactly what the job entailed, maybe I wouldn't feel this way. But unfortunately for them, I do. We serve a league that has shown they think championship coaches and Hall of Fame players are dispensable, and that's fine. It's professional sports. But I will not stand quietly by and allow different standards to be applied at the league level. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Good for her.
Worst leadership in the world. Man.
You don't walk that back.
Nope.
By the way, did you see how Shohei Ohtani hit a home run in the first inning to start that Dodger game? Here's how some people on the ESPN saw it.
Well, Green features a four-seam fastball that goes over 100 miles an hour.
Welcome back to WNBA Countdown, presented by Google.
Yeah. Apparently, he had to make the switch over to the ESPN that was covering it. They were still at the end of the game, but apparently those who were still watching on that ESPN and also in the MLB app saw just before the pitch to Shohei Ohtani.
Welcome back to WNBA Countdown.
I can just imagine the things that were said in certain households when that happened. All right, well, good for her, and we'll see what happens. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Oh, hold on. By the way, I am disheartened by how Nafisa characterized our conversations in league leadership, but even when our perspectives differ, my commitment remains unchanged. Here, they're talking about this right now. The
interesting thing is she didn't say that was untrue.
Yeah, she did not. She didn't say it was untrue. She didn't say it was wrong. Which good. I mean, good for her. But yeah, this will be a thing. And by the way, it's being talked about on the big morning shows on ESPN and other outlets. So that's always good coverage. All right, number 2, please.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being really sad, how bummed are you that the Kings will not get Jonathan Kuminga?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy am I that it's over? It's a 20.
Yeah.
Tired of hearing about it. Probably a 9.
That they didn't get him?
Yeah. Probably a 9.
Yeah.
Look, time will tell. It's always a crapshoot. The draft is a crapshoot. Trades are a less of a crapshoot because you had a chance to see how players would play. Do I think Jonathan Kuminga is the savior? No. Do I think Jonathan Kuminga is the end-all, be-all? I don't think so. But as we've gone into detail in the past, and again, this is just my thoughts, Jonathan Kuminga would instantly become the second youngest player on this team behind Maxime Reynaud. That's only by a couple of months. He already has 258 games in the books. I looked at his performance last year in that Minnesota series where when he got playing time in game one, he got 13 minutes, he had 7 points. Well, in games 2, 3, 4, and 5, he had 26, 36, 30, and 32 minutes. And he had 18, 30, 23, and 26 points to go with some other numbers as well. It's also a guy that shot 42% on 4 threes per. It's also a guy that can play the 4, albeit an undersized 4, to be fair, but who can play the 4. I understand not having a draft. I mean, especially me, the guy that thinks we need to break down and build up. Draft picks are golden, but they are a huge crapshoot. Kuminga seems to me like a guy that is young and full of talent and has shown some of that talent on the floor, but has also been log jammed on a Warriors franchise and on a team that doesn't develop their youth anymore. We went into detail there. Brandon Podziemski is an exception. Jordan Poole you could offer as well, but generally they don't draft well anymore, and they don't develop young talent anymore. Why would they? They're relying on their big guys, the guys that have been there for the Hall of Famers. When you're a team in the position like the Kings, you have very few opportunities to secure and control young talent with tons of potential. And I'm making this comparison only to underline the point. No, I do not think Jonathan Kuminga is him. But once upon a time, the Kings traded the best player in franchise history, and by far their most popular player, for a malcontent that was facing possible charges on drugs that was rumored to be, if I remember correctly, and I believe this was disproven in some sort of off-court assault situation with one of his teammates, who was so much of a malcontent and issue that he won Rookie of the Year and was traded that summer because the team just didn't want to deal with him. And it seemed like this guy was, it's like you think DeMarcus Cousins' attitude affected his play. This was worse.
Right.
And what did the Kings do? They traded their best player, a guy that had just led them to the playoffs, which wasn't something that happened that often. And they traded him for this dude who ended up doing quite well here, Chris Webber. I say that just to illustrate the point that teams like the Kings, you have to take educated swings. And the price here was not their best player or greatest player of all time. It was probably, my guess is, a top 3 protected lottery pick. And they probably could have chosen between their own or the Minnesota one in 2031. In exchange, you get a guy that you're going to lock down for 4 years on a relatively affordable contract for what his potential is and what he's already done. It also allows you to move Keegan Murray to the 3, which, as you'll hear from him in about 9 minutes, he believes as well, as everybody does, is his natural spot. And it also injects a little bit of life and a little bit of excitement to the year as well, and they decided to stand pat. Now, maybe Jonathan Kuminga is never going to do more than he's doing right now, but if you're doing what he's doing by the age of 22, odds are you're going to improve. And he doesn't have to improve a ton. He averaged 15, 5, and 2 last year. He doesn't have to get that much better for him to be a very good top half starter. And if you can grab one of those at 22 years old, I think you do it for a pick. They didn't do it. They decided to stand pat. We'll see. It might have been the right move, sure, but I would have done it.
Yeah, I would too. I think it made a lot of sense of what we talked about roster balancing that you just addressed. I also think his role would have been entirely different here, and I think it would have fit him.
New start,
better. Like I think he would have had a chance to really be a featured player, and a featured player that has talent that is waiting on an opportunity is a dangerous one to me. And I think he's going to go back to the Warriors and be good. But I think he's going to be in the mix of players. I think he would be a featured player here, and I think his statistics would be different as a King. Doesn't mean he's a better player. I just think he would have been utilized differently here, and I think Kings would have been rewarded for that.
Seeing some texts in there about how Kuminga's basketball IQ isn't great and he's a black hole on offense. I'll address those. First off, maybe you're right. Nobody knows. But I would say this, number one, when it comes to his basketball IQ isn't great is always a fun statement to dive into. I would say this on the surface. When you come into the league at 18 years old and your first 4 years you're learning on the fly and you're still only 22. Generally, unless you're LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. And you know what? Check that. Unless you're I'm old enough to remember when Kobe Bryant came into the league at 18, there were times his game was embarrassing. I mean, embarrassing. Like, you could tell at times that Kobe was nowhere near ready to be a full-fledged NBA player. He learned on the fly, and obviously he did pretty well, rest in peace. I would say LeBron James came in, and you could tell his basketball IQ was off the charts right away. But 18, 19, 20, 21, yeah, dude, you're going to make some dumb mistakes. It's going to happen. So let's set that aside. That very well probably is age, if true. As far as a black hole on offense, that's tough for me. When you have a player who is shooting a decent volume of threes and is not, he's 6'7", he's not 6'10", 7'2". His primary game is not post and inside. When you've got a guy whose career splits, he's shooting over 50% from the field, I don't see how you're a black hole on offense. I've watched a ton of Warrior games. Well, Steph Curry's a black hole on offense, but he should be, and he is, and he's very, very good at it. When you're on a team most of your career with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, I don't know how you can be a black hole on offense. So again, it's a lot of untapped potential. And again, if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder, if you're the Boston Celtics, if you're the Denver Nuggets, if you're maybe even the LA Lakers, maybe these aren't the moves you make. Maybe you're just trying to shore up what you got right now. But for the Sacramento Kings, the reality of the situation is they have, barring the rookies we don't know about, and let's just put Keegan aside because there's still a lot of potential with Keegan. He's not there yet, or he hasn't been. They have 3 star players in DeRozan, Sabonis, and LaVine. They're going to trade LaVine if they can. They're going to trade DeRozan if they can. And I don't know how much longer. Look, Sabonis has said nothing other than he's happy to be here and excited. I don't know how much longer that's going to go for. Right. How much longer are you going to languish in Sacramento? So this is not the team of the future. So you got to grab some of these guys when you can. And these opportunities don't come up too often. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
What stood out to you from day one of the MLB playoffs?
Other than, I'm not trying to harp on you, Jason. That's just, I watched that. Bases loaded at home, bottom of the ninth, 3-1 game, and not being able to bring in a run. Yeah, you're facing the best relief pitcher in the game. I completely understand that.
It was great.
Pitching makes such a difference in the postseason. The Tigers, after absolutely collapsing, I mean, one of the greatest or worst collapses of all time in baseball. Game 1 in Cleveland, and the Tigers get it because Tarek Skubal is insane. 7 2/3, 1 earned on 6 runners and 14 strikeouts. Doesn't matter where you're playing that game. The Tigers are winning that game if they can put a run or 2 up, and they did. They literally put 2 runs up and got the win. So the power of pitching there, and the Tigers, how great would it be for them to collapse to the Guardians and then send the Guardians home? Yeah, exactly.
It was just another reminder, too, of watching. I watched a lot of baseball yesterday, just how every pitch is important. It's so weird. Like, went to a ton of A's games this year, and you're there, you're just chilling. You're watching baseball, eating food. Hey, there's a home run, or there's a nice catch. Hey, he was safe. No, he was out. Okay. or you just, I don't know, just enjoying the game. But this, it's like, it's the second inning, and it's a 2-0 count. Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. This is a hitter's pitch. Like, it's 0-0. But you just know the importance of every pitch. It's really intense. I love it.
The difference between, I know we got a break, the difference between playoff baseball and regular season baseball is I feel like playoff baseball is the equivalent of when you're in rush hour traffic on the way home and you had the Mexican buffet for lunch and you know the clock is winding down and you've got stomach pains. That entire ride home, that's playoff baseball, dude. It is pressure. You are sweating. And at any given moment, the whole thing could blow open.
Yeah, that was actually the commercial they had.
Gross.
It should be. So. And it starts at 10 a.m. today, Tigers Guardians game 2. Also, shout out to dads and moms that give your kids the day off today you surprise them. Maybe even get in the car, take them halfway to school, then turn around, go get some donuts, maybe a 2-liter.
Go to a sports bar.
And bring them home and say, hey, again, assuming your kid's a baseball fan, guess what? Take the day off. Let's watch some baseball. Trust me, do it. You won't regret it. The kid will remember it for the rest of his or her life.
Weren't you against your kid getting off to go see Paul McCartney?
First off, let's never phrase anything like that again. Was I opposed to my kid, missing school?
Yeah.
No. Do you know why? Because it involved me and spending time with her. No, I didn't want her to miss time, but up until I got those tickets, she was against missing time.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's like, I have to go to school and get good grades. Bleh. You guys are poor because you're paying all my tuition. I have to have this pressure on me. Bleh.
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
I mean, I got to graduate in 7 years.
Hopefully.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Keegan
Murray.
You're going to enjoy this. The most affable, engaging, smiling, and funny Keegan Murray we've ever had. It's a great visit. Enjoy it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Joining us right now from Media Day, it seems like it was just yesterday. It was his first Media Day. Now he's a grizzled veteran. A big offseason we'll get to in a second for him off the court. The one, the only, Keegan
Murray.
Is there ever going to be a point, Keegan, where you're like, okay, guys, I can't handle it anymore?
Well, I think it's just better in the arena.
Did it happen at the wedding?
No.
Oh, what a missed opportunity.
I think the biggest thing is when I'm walking around and people say it and they expect me to finish the Murray part.
Oh, they want you to finish
I'm not going to say my
That's
last
not on
name.
you.
No.
Yeah. They should do it. If it's a group, someone could start it, but someone else should do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Does Chris ever call you and be like, I don't have one of those, man? Like, I'm a little jealous because it's only one syllable for the first name.
That's true. Not many people have it, to be honest. So
congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I don't, we generally stay away from the personal life for the most part, but what a happy offseason for you.
Yeah. I think it was a great thing to cap off the off season. So I'm blessed to have her in my life, and it was a super fun night, and it's almost been a month, which is crazy. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Were you dancing all night?
Yeah.
Are you a dancer?
I caught a little bit of a rhythm about
like you're shooting. I caught a little bit of a rhythm
around 9 p.m. But yeah, before that, I had no feel for the dance floor.
So years ago, you won't remember this because you've been through quite a bit, but it was the first year, clinched the playoffs. It was in Portland. We were in a hotel room, basically a hotel conference room, and you were talking to us about your diet, your menu. There's a lot of, I think it was chicken and rice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you think now you're going to need, and you'd said the vets on the team were always trying to get you to expand your cuisine.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you going to have to expand a bit now?
Nah. I mean, I still eat that same thing that I ate my rookie year for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So nothing's changed.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm planning on changing nothing. So.
Was that the wedding meal too?
That's a great.
Do you want chicken or rice or chicken and rice?
No, we added steak. There was steak.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So there's some more options.
Well, we're proud. That's awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations. How did everything else go? I'm assuming we have the bingo card for Media Day. Great shape, worked hard, honed in on this, on that. But you're a hard worker.
Usual.
Yeah, exactly. Same stuff though. Just working on your game, trying to grow.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is I got out of this is the first summer that I left Sacramento for the off season. So I think that was like the biggest change in what I've done. So obviously it was really good just working on being more creative with the ball, pick and rolls, things like that off the ball. So it's been fun. I had a good summer. It was fun. Obviously capped off with marriage. So
it's awesome.
Yeah. Does this now have any comps to like when you entered high school? You start as a freshman, you work your way up college. Same idea. Now you're young, but you're a veteran. Does it feel like I'm fully comfortable with the league now?
Yeah, I think obviously in the league you can't be too comfortable. But for me, I feel like it's my 4th year. I've been here the second longest out of anyone on our team.
That's crazy.
Which is wild. So for me, I feel like there's no level of maturity that I feel like I've grown this summer leading into this year. So I have complete confidence in myself to have a good year, and I'm excited to get on the court.
I know through experience they could ask you to play center or point guard, and you do it with 100% effort. I personally have a theory that you're a 3, and 4 is really something that is pretty awesome. You're able to handle. Are you a 3 in your mind naturally? If you could pick your spot,
I think ideally, yeah. I think ideally, being able to play that position, I think, is the best opportunity for me to strive in. Guarding point guards, guarding centers isn't ideal, but it's obviously something that they've tasked me to do these last couple of years. So, I think that's my best position. If this is the year I play it, then great. But if further down the line, that's the position that I can play, then great. So whatever they ask me to do, I think I'll do it to 100%.
Coach is sitting right there waiting,
evaluating your answer. You were put in a lot of spots last year to defend basically everybody, kind of like you referred to. Was there, which was the challenge that was like, man, that was one of my toughest nights just based on the talent I had to guard?
Yeah, I think, with, honestly, I feel like I like chasing point guards around more.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Running Steph around like that?
I think it's more fun than having Jokic or dealing with Jokic in the post and things like that. But yeah, I think with Jokic, that was the most game planning we did for that game in Denver. So he's tough to handle, but then obviously guarding Steph and those guys, you have to be on your P's and Q's the whole game.
We have a running segment where we'll predict things that happen before each game night, like, how many points for Keegan Murray? And then we guess and see who's closest and all that. Yeah. And then we always have this one part, which is give us something crazy that'll happen. Like a buzzer beater, this is no joke. The one that has the longest odds is, will Keegan Murray get a technical foul? Do you think if you had to guess, because you're going to play another 10 years probably.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever get a technical foul? Ever? You would take a lot, right?
Yeah. Because I can lose my cool. Like, I've been close to losing my cool. Like, it looks like I stay calm.
When is this? Can you give us this example?
It looks like I stay calm, but
I feel like I've seen him walk away from something a couple times, and you're smiling, or you have like a little forced smile. And I always feel like I feel like he's pissed off right there.
I think there's a lot of times where I'll walk back to the bench and I'll say some stuff instead of saying it to the ref directly. But if I would take the odds, I probably wouldn't say that. I feel like I'm smart enough to not say it at the ref's face. So.
I think it would have to be like the Tim Duncan one where he was on the bench and he laughed and got a like it was a mistake.
Some
kind
sort of
one.
random.
Yeah. Or double technicals for some reason.
Or like there's two, like his teammate and somebody else in a fracas.
Yeah.
And then he goes in to like break it up and they call techs on everybody, which I feel like that
one doesn't count.
Yeah. But it's never going to be like, hey, ref, F you. That's not going to, I don't think.
Maybe like a hard hit on someone. But I feel like that's one thing that could happen.
Really? So that would count.
Okay.
Flagrant foul, Keegan Murray. And then when Scott Moak says, he goes, flagrant foul 1, Keegan, then Murray.
I've always wanted to
celebrate.
Would you be okay with, I've asked Scott Moak this, like when you're at the free throw line and you make the first, I feel like it should be like a quieter one. Keegan. I mean, it's 1 point, but I know you're shooting, you need to concentrate, but you scored. Like that should be acknowledged.
That's a good thing. I think if you go 2 for 2, then you say it.
That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair.
That's right.
That's
fair.
fair.
If you make 1, then it's just Keegan. Nobody says Murray at all. You know the term 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
Then you have you're growing this reputation, which I think is a huge compliment of being a 3-and-D guy. Are you comfortable with that reputation? Is that something you strive to be on both sides of the floor amongst other parts of your game?
Yeah, I think if I can be able to, just be able to do that at a high level, I think everything else will take care of itself. Obviously, to have that in the NBA is a privilege. So for me, it's just being able to expand on that. And at the end of the day, there's obviously more goals and aspirations that I want to achieve than just that. But if I can be the best defender, one of the best defenders in the league, and be able to knock down a 3-ball at a high rate, and then be able to do other stuff, I think that's when my game will be at its peak. So
gotcha.
Do you have those goals or targets that you would be willing to share for this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously get back above 40% from 3, and then be more efficient just field goal wise, and then be in the running for most improved player. Obviously, you got to win a lot of games to get that award, but I think that's one of the big things that I'm trying to go for this year.
Lastly, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, and I'm not trying to take you in the deep waters. We're huge fans of yours. I feel like there's so much more to your offensive game that we haven't seen, and I'll explain what I was saying. Your rookie year, I'm not trying to simplify it, but your rookie year was almost like stand in the corner, hit threes, and stay out of the way of the other guys.
Accurate.
Last year, you've grown every year, and last year you could tell you've really looked more. You looked more to drive and looked for your shot a little bit more, looked to be more aggressive in the paint. But I feel like whether it's Fox, whether it's Malik, whether it's the DeMar, Zach, whoever it may be, I've always wondered what it would be like if you were literally the number one offensive option.
Yeah.
If you were asked to do that, is that something you'd welcome in that situation?
Yeah, I'd be ready for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've grown to be a better facilitator in the pick and roll and things like that, and be able to find my shot and stuff like that. So I think if that were an option, I think I'd be ready for it. I feel like last year I almost didn't recognize myself because there's a lot of straight line drives and catch and shoots. And for me personally, I feel like I'm a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But for me, I found a lot of confidence in being able to handle the ball this offseason, be able to facilitate, be able to find my shot, be able to hit the roller, skip pass, things like that. So I feel like there's a lot more in my game when given the chance.
Hey, and now you got company at home. You got a great life off the court.
Yeah.
Now we're proud of you, and we're happy you found a home here in Sacramento. So as always, thanks for your time, brother.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate you guys.
All right, that's Keegan Murray. We'll be right back after this.
Do it. Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Vanity Fair calls BritBox a delicious streamer. Collider says everyone should be watching. Catch Britain's next best series with BritBox. Stream acclaimed new originals like Code of Silence.
You read lips, right?
And Linley, based on the best-selling mystery series.
Say hi, Linley. Take it from here.
And don't miss the new season of Karen Piri, coming this October.
You don't look like police.
I'll take that as a compliment. See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox. Watch with a free trial today.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley's support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Sacktown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. Niners suffer their first loss of the season, 26-21 to Jacksonville. Brock Purdy returned after missing 2 games and threw for over 300 yards and a pair of touchdowns, but also had a couple of interceptions. Travis Etienne rushed for 124 yards and a TD for Jacksonville. Quick turnaround for SF as they travel to LA on Thursday for a big divisional matchup. Catch the game this Thursday beginning at 4 o'clock right here on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad, a lineman, leaving in the middle of the night. Families were depending on him to get their power back on to keep them safe and warm. Watching him taught me that this work isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people and the trust they place in us when the lights go out. That's why I started Maverick Electric Heating and Air, to carry on that same promise of showing up, doing it right, and protecting families when they need us most. Visit callamaverick.com.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Welcome back.
Keegan.
Yeah. We've got Mountain Mike's Pizza to give away at 9 a.m. A $50 gift card from Mountain Mike's. Hey, we're giving away a pair of tickets at some point. I assume this is today?
Yeah.
To go see Bert Kreischer at the venue at Thunder Valley Thursday, October 9th. I would love to get him on.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah, Bert's a very funny guy.
He is.
I think that would
Shirt
be...
on or shirt off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely. What? I can't call Bert? Oh, what? I just dial it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you dial 9.
Oh, I do?
No.
Yes. Just real quick here. Set the screen! Nope. No. No, you won't remember. You won't guess. But
oh my gosh, you're just lame.
That's good. I love that we have a soundboard for all those. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Tom. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tom Morton.
Hey, Tom.
Head of everything over
The
at
game
How
of
are you?
golf.
Hagen Oaks. By the way, I don't know if you knew this or not, Tom, but we shouted you out to Zach Levine, who said Hagen Oaks quite a few times during our media day. You and another golf course. Yeah, we got you some. We got you a nice plug, and also thank you yesterday. What a wonderful tournament. Golf and Guitars raised a lot of money for an incredibly good cause, and as always, you guys put on some fantastic stuff. So thank you for that.
Well, thanks for being there. Yeah, no, it was a wonderful event, and the rain held off, and I think we did a good job of raising some funds for the community.
We did, and you're welcome for being there. So, I called Tom yesterday after the incident at hole 14.
Oh, the incident.
And he was busy,
yeah,
which I get. And then he's texted me a couple times, and he just texted me a nice little GIF that said, hole in one, yeah. So, Tom, have you gotten the story yet on that?
Well, because I was actually also playing, and the rumblings came throughout, the fairways and the trees out there, Dave. And when I got to the hole, because as you remember, there was a couple of our youth out there hitting some shots as well. They claimed that, a couple of holes ahead that someone made a hole in one, but they didn't know who. And it kind of then all came to me a few holes later, like I said, whispering around out there.
Yeah. So, by the way, one of those kids, it was one of the girls or ladies. I'm not sure how young they were, but that was the hole where they hit your shots, which obviously we didn't need anybody to hit our shot because hole in one.
Clearly.
Got to about literally a foot on the.
Wow.
They hit just cause, and she hit it almost the exact same place I did. It rolled down to about a foot. Normally would have been the best shot of the day, but of course mine was. Here's the thing, Tom, as I explained earlier in the show. We had, I think each group was about 24 people on the tee. We teed off, and when I teed off, a dear friend of mine who will remain nameless, but you know him, and I'll tell you off the air, laughed rather loudly at something that was funny. I think somebody was telling him on my downswing. I then proceeded to shank it into the bushes to the right. Everybody immediately said, and he apologized profusely, said, "You got to tee it back up," which I did. And that's when I hit the air quotes hole in one. It's why I've been cagey about it until today. And we marked it down as a 3. And you know this has happened to me before once where I had a hole in one again. But I'm just
hole in one again.
Yeah, hole in one, mulligan. Say combine the two. Tom, that's the proper play, correct? I believe I cannot refer to this as a hole in one.
I would say that's probably most likely true. Usually the hole-in-one is the first go-around. However, if you had something like that where someone purposely was doing something in this sort of format in the tournament, the reality is you hit it off the tee and it went in the hole. That's a pretty amazing shot.
It is a pretty amazing shot. I'll wear that. And by the way, to be clear, it wasn't on purpose. He wasn't facing me, and I think somebody said something to him, and he was like, "Ha ha!" right on my downswing, and so it was.
But let's be you're trying to be honest on everything. Do you think it impacted your shot?
It absolutely did.
Okay.
It really did because it scared, not scared. It startled me because it's quiet and it was a very loud laugh.
Okay.
that thing,
Okay.
and I went and I completely. Not that I won't shank balls normally, as Tom, my teacher, well knows, but this was not what it did. Legitimately startle me. But Tom, we scored it as a 3. I think that's the proper play. And my producer and I were going back and forth yesterday at the Rowdy Ryder Cup crowds, and of course he believes that golf shouldn't hold itself to a higher standard, and respect is overrated. And he hates people, but I do believe that honesty is a huge thing in golf and playing by the rules. So I just wanted to get your ruling.
Yeah, well, I think in that format, how about both could be true? You're doing the right things to score, but we could also count it as an actual, hole in one, and the hole in one is, less about the score, more about the fact you made the shot from the tee box.
You know what? That's the ruling. I'll accept that. I'm trying to be an honest guy here. You know what? I think we figured out in this phone call. The real hole in one. It's all of us. We're the hole in one. You know what? Honesty is the hole in one. Integrity is the hole in one, Tom. I think that's what I think the kids listening right now, that's what they need to learn.
That's what the game's about, for sure.
Tom, Christopher Ladd, Sacktown Sports here. Since we have talked about how we can call this a hole in one, does that mean Dave needs to go back to Hagen and buy drinks for everybody?
Well, lucky for him, because the tournament, it became with it, and the great sponsors we had and whatnot, drinks were free.
Oh.
So, I think everyone already had their fill yesterday, and usually it's kind of the day you do it. So I got to say, Dave's off the hook.
You know what?
Wow.
And I'll even go a step further.
Did you plant this call?
Honestly, and I'm just going to be as humble as I can here. Obviously, my presence out there makes it a bigger deal, brought a lot more sponsors who did provide the drinks. So in a sense, Chris, I kind of did buy drinks for everybody, if we're thinking about it that way.
Hey, maybe try bringing sponsors here.
That's a great point. I can't get them on my show. Tom, also not for nothing, but I was shanking the hell out of my driver all day, so can we see each other pretty soon, please?
Not a problem. Just hit me up. We'll get you out there.
I literally had George Burge, our country artist, giving me some tips and pointers.
He's good.
He's very good, and he was trying to help me on some things, but nothing helps more than going to Doc Morton. So appreciate you. Thank you for the ruling, and congratulations on yesterday, friend.
All right. Thanks so much. You guys have a good morning.
Thank you. Bye. It's a loyalist.
That was a winning call for you.
Honestly, I thought that was going to be a 30-second. Yeah, you can't mark it as a hole.
He says count it as a hole-in-one. The scoring 3 is proper, and you're off the hook for drinks. Like, I feel like
that's a win all the way around.
I feel like there was. Is that a plant?
If you never had a hole-in-one in your life, and that happened to you yesterday, and 2 years from now, somebody asks you if you've ever had a hole-in-one, do you say yes?
I think I'd say the story.
Yeah.
I go.
Which I'm guessing is what you do anyway.
I go.
It's a good excuse to tell the
No,
story.
but let me tell you this.
Yeah.
You know.
Or you say, well, kind of.
Yeah, and they're like, wait, what? And
Kind of happened.
Well, I need to hear this story if it's kinda.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Let me
tell
tell
it.
you about the shot I did make. Now, forget about the other one.
Right. Because I was a piece of garbage the rest of the day on the course.
But you know, I mean, why I asked the other part is we've all had someone go, oh, hit again. I was talking. I'm like, literally, it didn't bother me.
I've done
That's
the
why I
same
asked.
thing.
I knew you would say if it did.
No,
If it did, like, and you could say it didn't bother you, but if you thought of anything else but hitting the ball, which is what might happen, like I heard it, but it didn't bother me. Well, it might have.
No, I'm just being honest. It did actually startle me. Yeah. And again, I'll shank a ball into the bushes normally,
right.
but whether that caused it, we'll never know. But I was like, like that. I did because it was.
That's funny that it was getting around the course. That hey, someone hit a hole-in-one.
Jason, the texts I was getting yesterday from people, seriously, I haven't heard from in a long time. It went all the way around and back.
How is Steve Goss doing?
He's doing great. Having a good time in Tallahassee. Look, that's Sam Amick just texted, said, "Hey, buddy, forgot we're up and running tomorrow." So good for him though. Apparently he remembered.
Yeah.
Because I didn't text him.
That's two of us.
And he said,
him and Jason.
But I have to. He's going to be on a plane down to San Diego. Jason.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I'm landing at 9. Can we go around then?"
Landing at 9. Yeah. The answer is yes.
At 9? ? Will that work? Also, unacceptable.
I would say we can have Alan talk with him, but since he threw a big hissy fit about us giving him guests the other day.
The other thing here, now that I'm extra motivated on, I wasn't going to say a word on the air, and I'm going to be cagey. I'm working on another guest right now. You guys know about this. That would be an amazing weekly guest for this show. Wait a minute. That just triggered something in my head. Wasn't there a guest or somebody? Didn't we give Alan something else too, like within the last year?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Jacob Wilson. Mm-hmm. There was a day I know that you were gone. And and it was going to be timing. And I'm like, well, let me just give at least him. There was someone else.
Why do I feel like there was something with the Kings last year and we had the opportunity? Was it Sabonis? It was somebody with the Kings last year and they were going to come on with us. And it was like, no, you should really go with it. Let's.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know what it was, and I can't talk about it, but I will talk. Yeah. Yes, you know this story.
I know that one. That didn't happen.
This didn't happen, but you know this for a fact, and I don't even know that I think I told Alan about this.
You did.
Okay, I did. We had an opportunity to have a guest on this show. Now, this didn't work out, but we had an opportunity that had this guest come on this show. I can promise you, you tell me if I'm wrong, I think it would have been the most listened to interview on this station all year long.
A really good chance. I don't know, but I would think
really
it's way up there.
Big name.
I mean, he won an Oscar this year.
Really, really big name. Really, and the Kings fans. Yeah. A huge deal.
And you were offering.
And I was like, he should honestly be on with Alan. Yeah. That would make more sense. God. And he's like, you guys bogarted all the players.
I told you, he is the most only child person that I know. And he's got a sister.
You know what? And as we go to break, new rule, dude, because I was having fun with it before. You're not allowed to say he's like me anymore.
Yeah, you know what?
You can't do that because I would never do that.
Yes.
We'll take him. Wait. I'm scared. What just
agree?
happened? Yeah.
I agree with you.
We'll take a break.
Hi-how!
When we come back, Doug Christie, the head coach of your Sacramento Kings from Media Day. Always fun. He also hates Christopher Lyde. We'll talk about that next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hit the field during Sky River Casino's $400,000 touchdown for a truck giveaway. Play slots and table games daily to earn entries. Then join in on the action every Saturday for a chance to score up to $15,000 in free play or a brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500. Visit skyriver.com to see how you can get 100 bonus entries every Tuesday and Friday. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or over.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since '81, A+ Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
It's championship night at Stockton 99 Speedway, Saturday, October 11th. Pro League models, mini stocks, legends, pure stocks, and mini modifieds in an all-out war for the crown. Kids 10 and under are always free. Grab your crew and hit Stockton99.com for tickets and info. Then be there when the dust settles and legends are made.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports, 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers. Make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Verla.
Let's go!
Let's really go.
Really go. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Scotty McFresh Hour.
Yes.
It's not Fresh Minute.
No.
Scott Fresh Hour.
Full hour.
The full hour of freshness joins us each and every Wednesday at 8. From the 916, I got 2 hole-in-ones?
That's
Holes in
what
one.
I wonder. Holes in one.
I think it's holes in one. It's like attorneys general. I think, yeah, it's attorneys general. The
so
plural.
2 holes in one?
I think that's what it is.
2 hole-in-ones.
I think it's holes in one. I think it is. 916-339-1140.
We should ask Tom.
We should ask Tom. He says, I got 2 holes in one at Foothill. Do those count? Foothill being a par 3 course.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, most hole-in-ones are on a par 3.
That's right.
So why would it matter if you're only playing par 3s?
Yes, and there are some holes at Foothill that are like 88 yards, but it doesn't matter, dude. You're not putting.
Right. My favorite, I don't know favorite, but my friend's dad, who probably shoots a 120, it's not very good, had 2 in one day. And, that doesn't make any sense. He's terrible.
That is amazing.
Has 2 in one day.
That is the ultimate story.
That's a lottery. It just...
Yeah.
He won the lottery on that.
That's honestly, I wonder getting 2 holes in one day versus winning the Powerball. I, honest to God, wonder what the odds are. They got to be similar. Wow.
And the fact that you've played as much golf as you have, and you have whatever word... You have one for sure and 2 potential others.
Yeah.
I have 0.
I
mean, a lot of people have. I mean, there's. I think I know of some Frank LaRosa. I think has 3, which is a lot, but he's played forever. Marsh, I don't think it's just. Or does Marsh have 1? He might have 1. Didn't he have 1 a few years ago?
Did he?
I think so. But
the game of golf.
By the way, Frank LaRosa said yesterday when I saw him, he said, "I love that." He goes, "Well, the thing you guys do where you go the game of," and then we both went golf. He goes, "I love that."
Oh, really?
That's very
good.
nice. Yes.
Shout out, Frank.
You know who else I love? Doug Christie.
Yes.
Doug Christie also missed opportunity when we were talking to Zach Levine when you were asking about I think you asked about the Seattle background. Yeah. Really big missed opportunity to point at Christie and be like, he actually hates Seattle.
I know we missed that.
Really, but I don't know Zach well because what if Zach attacked him? I don't want that.
We could have added that to.
Oh
Doug.
man, I would have loved that. That would have been set for life.
Yeah. What? Oh, because. Doug Christie's the head coach of your Sacramento Kings, obviously also a friend of ours, a former colleague. So this is I would say this is probably the most unique coach interview we've ever had at Media Day based on the background relationship with the guy. And as always, it's fun. It's exciting. It's Doug Christie. He joins us right now. Joining us right now, if you heard during Keegan Murray somebody being incredibly rude in the background by yelling and laughing at the top
of the phone. Was that a Polaroid?
Yeah, it's a Kodak.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. That was in your first media day.
I didn't know we were live. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
When we're done with the video, a little film will come out at the bottom. You got to wave it around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Doug Christie, head coach of your Sacramento Kings.
Head coach?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
You used to that yet?
Nah, not really. You know, people call you coach, and it's different. But I'm super excited, man. I've been blessed in ways that can't really explain it to you. You come back here with, never thinking whatever's going to happen, and here we are.
Well, and when you came back to Sacramento, broadcasting, you did different things. Worked at the station, worked for the team. But I knew all along there was a coaching bug in you. What was it about that? And then now you're here as the one guiding this team.
That's an interesting one because I was driving with my son and I can't remember where we were going, and he just kind of was looking, and he never looks at me first of all, so he's looking at me. I was like, that's weird. And he's just like, Dad, can you imagine you were training me, and you're the coach, man? And I'm like, it's just. Jay, it's one of those things you can't explain. You kind of feel like you're just kind of going through a dream, to be honest with you, and just wake me up after the championship.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
That's Speak it into existence.
You dunking on your ass yet?
No. Yeah, I get out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You make business decisions now?
Absolutely. It goes totally against the coaching philosophy, but yes.
So last year was, there was some turmoil. There was some waves in the ocean, if you will.
Okay.
So, you're trying to ride out the ship at the end and do everything that you possibly can. What does it mean for you to have your staff, an off season, a training camp? How obviously it's important. That's a stupid question, but how excited are you to have all that now?
Super excited, man. I mean, obviously identified people. We got Woody that has he's probably forgot more about basketball than most of us know. Bobby, I mean, I don't really need to say much about Bobby. First, he's Bobby.
He's Bobby. He's
okay.
Bobby.
But also just somebody that it's going to be super honest with me.
Yeah.
I need, because you're your coach. Hey, coach. Oh, yes. And I need somebody to be like, D, shut the hell up. Come on, man.
Right.
What are we doing? And I always can rely on him for that. Mike Miller, got to spend time with him, went down to Dallas, Texas, and sat and just like extremely detail-oriented. Bobby will be on offense. Bobby will be on the defense. Mike will be on the offense. And then just to continue down the way, I think we got to see or you guys haven't met him yet, you may have, but Chris Darnell, he was the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers G League team, brought Leandro back. Depeche did an incredible job this summer at Summer League, moved him up, got DJ Ham, who is just an incredible PD. He is the head of player development, brought back Jimmy, and I brought my man Garius back.
Okay.
So when we look at a coaching staff, I'm excited for them. I think we got a lot of different things. You won't do one thing on the coaching staff, meaning that like we have an offensive or defensive, and always say defense first, by the way. We don't say offensive and defense. We say defense and offense. Okay?
I like that.
So you fix that.
I
listen to you at that.
I haven't seen that since 2002, so I'm good.
Can you hit the button when I cuss? You got me? No? Okay. So, we'll have that. Like Bobby's running the defense. Mike Miller's running the offense. Woody is associate head coach and kind of overseeing. But I want all of our coaches to do both sides. So when it's their scout, the whole scout. That I've never experienced that, and I think that we want to really make good coaches, and they all have one of the things is like I got from Mike T when I went to Pittsburgh is, we don't care where good ideas come from, except for you.
I was just going to say, you get me excited now. I have your phone number.
And Chris.
Right.
Jason. The guy when I pull in, the lady at the front, totally okay. Yeah. If they have good ideas, these two, no freaking way.
So I'm on the list. I can make the list.
You're on the list.
Good.
But we want to really encourage them, and that's part of what it is. I want to step back in certain ways and allow them to coach. These guys hear my voice a lot. Probably too much and won't. So sometimes, as you can see, I shut up.
Yeah.
Not really.
What, you mentioned him earlier, Doug. What was the value for you this offseason in going to visit Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers and going overseas and was it Ederay Messina, visiting with them and guys that coach, but just watching how they do their craft. What was that value like for you?
It was wow, man. It was a master class in coaching. Motivating, holding a room of men. I was
in both guys, right?
In both guys, like just watching them do their work, and then also the community and brotherhood of breaking bread and having some wine and sitting talking life. It reminded me a lot of Coach Carrill. Like we're talking about basketball, but we're really not talking about basketball. That was. To watch Mike T deal with his coaches and then walk around the field and deal with the players. His coaches are coaching and he's checking it out, and then he's jumping in and then he's jumping out and it was incredible, man. And it was, for me, the one thing that I do know is you don't know anything, and I'm always trying to learn in everything. And those guys were humble enough to allow me to come and sit. When I went to see Ederay and actually both of them, Scott P, BJ, and myself went to see Mike T, and BJ and I went to see Ederay, and it was just it was really good. Got to know those guys, meaning my bosses, in a way deeper level, and I'm truly, truly blessed to have those type of guys that they want to pour in to me, but they also want to support and value what I think and what I have to say. It's just it's a really good vibe, and I'm humbled to be working with them.
Doug Christie joining us. Look, one thing we've heard consistently is defense will matter.
Yep.
And if you're not playing defense,
Yep.
that's going to affect your playing time.
Yep.
And I know you're always straight up, so I'm going to be straight up with you. Really?
Yeah.
No matter who it is?
I mean, what are we
I
doing?
know there's.
Listen, let me say this.
Yeah,
Steve.
please.
Listen, when you're playing the game, you're going to have defensive breakdowns. So
Sure,
we're not
of
saying
course.
anyone's going to be perfect.
Of course.
But we are saying we're not out there floating around.
Right.
We got a point guard that was identified, and I am handing him my basketball. And that kid picks up 94 feet. I did that.
Yeah.
And if I turned around and the ball was advanced up the floor and Bobby was standing there, I'd be looking at him like, yo, man, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Why are you not in the passing lane? So, listen, I understand, like, not everybody is the greatest defender. That's not what I'm saying.
Sure.
But what I am saying is on that end of the floor, we are going to give the proper effort that is required.
You can control your effort.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Because I think that's fair. That's something that we've wanted preached as fans. That's something I know that's super important to you. Yeah. And I would imagine that, I would hope accountability and communication is a huge part of that ethos. You've always told us that.
Well, I mean, you guys have heard Scott, the 6 tenets and all.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what we're all judged on. So, like, and understand, like, if we're all judged upon that, got to massage it.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you've been around me.
Yeah.
You understand me.
That's why I asked the question.
Listen, man, I'm here like I'm not. What I do want, I want people to leave Golden One Center and be proud as hell that is their team. Mm-hmm. And if you are giving that type of effort, it might not be perfect. We understand that. But what we're not going to do is not give it up while we're out there.
Right.
We are going to give it up while we're out there. That's the requirement.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that shows up tomorrow, right? Day one at camp. Like, is that the expectation from day one to game 82?
Absolutely. It's one of the things when we're done with this season is there should be an identity that has been laid down that this is who the Sacramento Kings are. And if I close my eyes and I stand next to the court and I open them up and I go, oh, damn, that's Kings basketball. Mm-hmm. That's what we want. And for me, defend, rebound, and share. That's it. We defend on this end of the court. We rebound on that end of the court. We rebound on this end of the court, and we share beautifully on this end of the court. That's pretty much beautiful basketball. Now, we have identities both offensively and defensively, and obviously the 6 tenets. But I try to keep it as simple as I can because this is a simple game that we make really hard. Mm-hmm. We do. Especially you. I've heard you.
You know that.
Yeah.
4 hours a day.
Yeah.
Well, man, mix me up the whole time. I have to turn the damn thing off.
Well, don't do that. We need the ratings.
Yeah.
My kid's in USC now, Doug. I don't have your kind of money.
Wow, USC.
I need you and
That's
everyone
an
else.
expensive
Thank
school.
I know.
Is
Tough
it
choice.
Thanks for telling me that.
We might need an audit.
Our dear friends here are saying you have other duties to get to, so we're not going to have time for who's the AL MVP. We're not going to have any time for any Mariners questions. He says it's Aaron Judge. And he said
there's a guy in Seattle that I'd beg to differ.
Backup, second place.
Backup. Cut it out.
He said anyone who says it's not Aaron Judge, I'll have words with. And I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not part of that.
Yeah, this interview's done.
Yeah, is it?
I think we should do the audit. I agree with you.
I agree with that. Listen, I'd be interested to see it.
How sad are you we can't swear because
Chris is here.
this guy pisses me off every morning now that you're gone.
Listen,
just so you know.
This guy is a piece of work, man.
I'll share all the text messages.
Anything that's not on there,
Yeah.
it's all vulgar.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Love
it.
and dress. How's mom? She's good? Yeah. What, your mic doesn't work? These are smart men.
If only it was that way since 10 a.m., dude. Coach Doug Christie.
No, appreciate you guys.
Have
Go
a great
Kings.
season, brother.
Appreciate
All right,
you, man.
We'll be right back. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doug Christie.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was. We're rooting for him.
Absolutely.
Very much. Incredibly rooting for Doug Christie. And I would say that is arguably the toughest part of the job. It really is.
Yeah.
Because you have to call balls and strikes. But you're calling balls and strikes also at the same time where there's no way of knowing if some of the balls are balls and some of the strikes are strikes. And what I mean by that is there's a difference between the day after a game. This mistake, that mistake, that mistake. You didn't do this, or this guy didn't do that, blah, blah. That's easy. That's analysis.
Yeah.
but trying to understand the overall ground floor, easy. 50,000 feet, looking at the future of the season, the makeup of the team. Like right now, I'm sitting here on October 1st. I don't think this is going to be a good team. And by good, what is good team? I don't think this is going to be a relevant to the playoffs team. I think the the ceiling is probably the roof. Play in. I think the ceiling for this team is a little better than last year. I would say the ceiling in my mind for this team, the ceiling, is a first-round playoff exit. That is the top of the ceiling. And then whatever below that. But we don't know if they're going to keep this roster intact. We don't know who's going to get traded and who's not. We don't know if, and I would imagine if some of the bigger names do get traded, I would also imagine, as we talked about yesterday, you're not getting equal talent in return. It's going to be more cap picks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So all of that being said, you have to call balls and strikes. So, for example, and I'm just using Doug because we're closest to him. If we're in game 23 and Doug just does some silly coaching thing, makes a couple coach, well, of course we have to talk about that and we have to criticize him. But at the same time, it's like, you know that it's going to get out there in or out of context, be like, oh man, the guys are just hammering you here. Blah, 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 blah. And it's tough to do sometimes. I want all these guys. I want them to succeed on a personal level. I want them
absolutely
very much to succeed. But at the same time, we have a job to do.
Yeah.
And so if we come on every day and we're like, well, you know, Doug blew that challenge and and his starting lineup is terrible and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, he's a great guy. I actually think that is disrespectful to Doug.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually insult. I think Doug would take that as an insult. I think if Doug was sitting here right now, in between us joking around and having fun, I think Doug would look both of us straight in the eye and be like, if you guys don't grade me like you'd grade Tom Thibodeau if he was the head coach or somebody you have no relationship with, then that's almost the equivalent in a weird way. It's it's like, oh man, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're a good guy. Like, I almost think that's more insulting.
Yeah, this one's unique for us because, look, we end up with relationships with all the coaches.
Yes.
But usually it's developed
That's
when
right.
they are hired. You kind of know who they are, but then, like, Luke Walton was great to us. But like that, I didn't know him. I knew who he was.
Right.
But we didn't know him until he got here. And Mike Brown and the same kind of thing. This is one that, I mean, we've known Doug for years. I've worked with him for a couple years.
Plus, as a player,
right,
and everything he's done.
Way back then, and his family, and so yeah, there's different things, and I that's the other thing I think about too is what would you say, Dave? 90, gosh, it might be 98% of NBA coaches get fired.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very rare that like, oh, I'm going to retire, I'm going to step down, I'm done on my own, like. There's very few people that get that. You have to have some amount of success, and then you're like, yeah, I'm done. And that's the other part. Like, that may be years down the road. That may be you just don't know when that'll be. And that's the other part that's like, but I know how much he wants it. I know how much he wants this team to be great. But that also worries me because going in, I don't think he's got the best setup.
I agree with you.
So
he's not coaching the, I was going to say he's not coaching the Thunder. Hell, he's not even coaching the Lakers.
Right.
He's not coaching, he's got his work cut out.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah, this is
he's not afraid of that.
Absolutely not. And it's a chance for a young teaching coach to come in and teach.
Now there's different kind of pressures. Let's take Mike Brown, who left here, but now is coaching the Knicks. He's got a fantastic roster.
That's right.
But he also can't be a 7 seed.
No.
Like with the injuries in the East, there's expectations in New York. We got rid of Tibbs, who was good. You better be better.
Whereas I just got done saying I think the ceiling for this team is a first-round playoff exit.
Mm-hmm.
I think the minimum Mike Brown has to do this year is Eastern Conference Finals. Would you disagree? I'm not saying to get fired, but...
No, but that's... I don't know why their expectations would be less than that. And his is as well. Like, there's no guarantees. It's difficult. It's hard to do all of that. But talent and circumstance in the East... I don't think anyone's going to give them a pass. Well, it was a tough year. They were a 7 seed. That was fine. It's not going to be fine.
No, I think, look, as we always say, say it with me, barring injury.
Right.
I think that the Knicks could win 58 to 60-ish games. They could lose in 7 games in the conference semifinal to the eventual either champion or NBA Finals participant from the East. And the vast majority of Knicks fans and media would consider it a disappointing year, and Mike Brown has questions to answer.
Would be on a hot seat whether he goes or not. Yeah.
Now, I'd love to be a fan of a team that has that level of expectations.
Sure. Different expectations here.
And by the way, you're not in Oklahoma City, meaning you're not in Des Moines either. You're in New York City. So yeah, Mike Brown goes from and I can't help but I have no love for the Knicks whatsoever. I don't really have hate for them, but I've never rooted for the Knicks in my life. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of rooting for the Knicks this year because I'm rooting for Mike Brown going from being unceremoniously fired at the tarmac at the private airport after losing to the Detroit Pistons on that Fox play and, everything before that. Going from that to probably, easily, the most coveted open NBA job that there was, open job. Good for him. He came out of he Shawshank Redemptioned it, man. He crawled through that pipe. And he came out on the other side, but now you got to perform.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, still to come, by the way, Isaiah Stevens. So, we're not just all doing starters and superstars.
Yeah,
we're doing
young guy that's got a different journey.
That's exactly right. And we're going to give away a Mount Mike's $50 gift card in there as well. Still, take us to Burt Kreischer at the venue at Thunder Valley October 9th to do as well. Let's get back to football when we come back. It's a story of the 2-2s, 4-down territory next.
The Alan Styles Show.
Brock's bro, Chubba, he's on Nevada and wasn't great. Why didn't we ever hear about him? You answered your own question, Jeff, because he's not very good. Look, man, it's your 5th year at UNR. You are now Preston, not calling you Chubba. How old is he?
He is 24 years old, a 6th-year starter, never won a college football game.
We use your government name.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
It's Laramie the Golden Retriever with Vince Bloom the big guy.
The weather's getting cooler, but at Folsom Lake Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the deals are hotter than ever.
How do you mean, Vince?
It's the Drive Into Fall event, and prices are falling like leaves on every Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram in stock. Listen.
During the Drive Into Fall event at Folsom Lake Dodge, save over $6,500 net savings off MSRP on a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport. That's over 17% off.
And I've got 5 at this hot deal.
Or rustle up over $10,000 off a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Over 19% off.
The Drive Into Fall at Folsom Lake Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Even Laramie knows now is the time for a deal. Right, Laramie?
At Folsom Lake Dodge.
In the Folsom Auto Mall and online at FolsomLakeDodge.com.
Wrangler includes $44.85 dealer discount plus $2,000 in national retail bonus cash. VIN SE 658348. Grand Cherokee includes $45.25 dealer discount plus $5,500 in national retail loyalty and select inventory bonus cash. VINs S8667701, 629,387, 669458. See dealer for details. Expires 9/30/25.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-329-2121. That's 800-329-2121.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting. Just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Christopher Loud. Christopher Loud. Why did I do Christopher Walken on that? It's 4-down territory, ladies and gentlemen. And just for fun, we're going to call this First Down.
At 2-2, who do you have more faith in? The Patriots or the Bengals?
Well, kids, I'm going to give you everybody's favorite answer, which is depends. Here's why.
Okay.
Right now, the Patriots. Remember we were just talking about the whole Doug Christie thing and all that? Now, so I have never met Jake Browning. But Jake Browning went to Folsom. He's a pride of the 916, and that is a loyalty he has from us that you can't shake. We're always rooting for the 916ers. What?
It's Folsom. It's not really Sacramento.
But it ain't going well. It ain't going
Started well. It's not going well lately.
No.
Won that first game he had to fill in, but
what does that mean? Like how it started, how it ended up? Yeah, it's not ending up great. And by the way, let's not blame all that on Jake Browning, but it's easy to go, okay, well, this is what they were with Joe Burrow, this is what they were with Jake Browning, and they're not the same. As a matter of fact, the starting quarterbacks this week in the AFC North are a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, Dylan Gabriel, Cooper Rush, and Jake Browning. It's a murderer's row.
Lamar's officially out.
Apparently, yeah. QBR, which adjusts for drops, this is according to David Lombardi, has Brock Purdy at number 6 in the NFL through his 2 starts against 2 of the league's toughest defenses, by the way. Mac Jones is number 14. Here's why I say that depends. Right now, I have more faith in Drake May and the Patriots, which isn't a ton, but it's more. But I do wonder if the Bengals the Bengals and Niners need to talk to each other because the Niners need an edge to replace Bosa. The Bengals desperately need either a quarterback or get a pick out of it because Hendricks is leaving anyways.
Right.
But you do wonder if now that Purdy is back, I don't know. You have any interest in Mac Jones, who's looked pretty good in a couple of games, and put him behind center? The problem is, how often do you see a quarterback middle of the year or as the year has started? It's just not
pretty
rare. It's very, very rare. Also, who was it we had on? As Coach Tim Plow was mentioning quarterback changes.
Yeah.
We all forgot one. Remember when that Drew Bledsoe guy got hurt in New England? Yeah. I forget who came in to replace him.
But I remember Bledsoe part of it.
Yeah, I remember the Bledsoe part. I don't remember who the backup was, but I know they went on to have a pretty good year.
We'll have to look it up.
So, yeah, I'll say the Patriots right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I think it's the Patriots, too. I just think they're constructed the way they are now. They don't have the same kind of injuries. They've been playing better. I actually think they might even be better. I mean, they really might be. So, I have more faith in the Pats.
Number 2.
At 2-2, who do you have more faith in? The Broncos or the Chiefs?
Ooh.
This is a good one, dude. This is a good one.
It's a thinker, not a stinker.
I have more faith in the Chiefs because I'm not going to not have more faith in the defending AFC champions who basically either win a Super Bowl or lose in the Super Bowl for the last 37 years, it seems like. You still have a prime Patrick Mahomes. They're going to get some guys back, whether it's suspension or injury or whatever, and they always find a way to do it. So I'm not going to jump the gun. I really like what Sean Payton and the Broncos are doing. I really like what Sean Payton and the Broncos are doing. And I think they're going to be, and already are, a tough out. I love Bo Nix. I like Marvin Mims. I like Cortland Sutton. I like that defense. I can't pick them over the Chiefs, though.
Yeah, coach, quarterback, defense. If we look at those across the board, both coaches are great.
Yes.
Both defenses are really good. Quarterback, Bo Nix is good. Patrick Mahomes is better. So I'm gonna. That's where the bigger gap is. They have done it before. It's hard for, like you said, it's just kind of hard to. If I'm picking where I have more faith, it's going to be in the Chiefs. Though I think the Broncos are really good, but more faith, it's in the Chiefs.
I don't know. Did you happen to catch J.K. Dobbins, Broncos running back? Any of his post-game interview after the game?
The Spanish one?
This one right here.
That's con J.K. Dobbins.
Well, hold on. Sorry. And you're muted, and you need to be muted. Here you go.
A ver, se hablaba.
Nope, I mean, what am I doing, Chris?
I had you on both channels.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Correr 100 yardas. ¿Qué significa? Finalmente, a Bronco was able to correr 100 yardas.
Todos los días. Es todos los días. Mi primera jugar con 100 yards. No sé qué.
100 yardas.
Yardas. Yeah, sí. Pero, gracias a Dios. Gracias.
He goes on to do the whole interview in Spanish. Now, look, you can tell, like, he didn't know the word for yards. You can tell that JK has workable Spanish. I love it I love seeing that stuff. I used to love Kobe Bryant spinning off 3 different languages. There's just something that's so cool and fascinating to me. I really love it when that happens. I was not familiar with J.K. Dobbins' Spanish game.
Right.
And there we go. I thought that was a really cool moment. Third down.
How come you're not impressed when Sabonis does it?
I'm very impressed when Sabonis does it. No, I'm very impressed when anybody that look, dude. I know some people that are like, speak English. I can't understand you. Right? I understand.
Jason.
I am fascinated by people that know multiple languages. I think that's a superhero trait. Like, how great is that to be able to speak? And ones that can speak like 3 or more.
Man, if you ever find someone that can pick up a language,
dude,
man,
there's a word for those people. No, there's actually there's a real word for it's not a linguist, but it's something like, yeah, dude, that are just spinning off different. Here's this in German, this and that. Who just did? I saw somebody. It was Amon Ross St. Brown did his, and he grew up in Germany, but he was doing his post game in German. That's just so cool. Perfect German, by the way.
9.
I love that stuff. No, it was about 2 minutes. Fourth down.
At 2-2, who do you have more faith in? The Commanders or the Vikings?
I think the Vikings are a better team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a better overall team, top to bottom, but it's that quarterback position that's the problem. I think the Commanders slightly because of the quarterback and how important that position is. But God dang, Jason, don't ever do this again.
These are hard, and this one will be one of the rare times I'm going to lean against the quarterback. You're right. Jaden Daniels, when healthy, is better than anything the Vikings can put out there. But I think between coaching of Minnesota, overall talent of Minnesota, I think they're the better team. I'm going to give them where I have more faith. I don't know if that's the right answer, but that's where I'm leaning.
Fourth down.
At 2-2, who do you have more faith in? The Bears or the Cardinals?
I thought these were good pairings.
They really are good pairings, dude. Here's my thing with the Cardinals, dude. They're 2-2. But their 2 wins are Saints and Panthers. And they beat the Saints by 7 and they beat the Panthers by 5. Now, they almost eked out a Niner win, but I think that loss is going to look worse as the year goes on because I think the Niners, unless they do something, are going to spiral a bit. And they lost to the Seahawks by 3. I don't know who the hell. I know they have a good defense. I know I love Calais Campbell. I know I love Budda Baker. They have a great defense. They lose John Connor. That is massive. Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison are great or will be. I like what Ben Johnson's doing with the Bears. If you put a gun to my head, I'd say the Bears are going to have a better record by a game, but I have to admit a lot of that is the NFC West. But the NFC North ain't no picnic either, dude.
Yeah.
Jason, this is the most unenjoyable 4-down territory I've ever participated in.
You're welcome.
These are all very tough.
Truth be told, I don't have faith in either team, but more.
Yeah, answer the question, Claire, because you wrote it.
Cardinals, I guess. Maybe even 51 to 49%. I don't love it. I don't have faith in either one, but I guess Cardinals slightly, mainly because just like the Niners and the NFC West, and that's not even. I'm not putting that as a negative. I'm putting it. Their schedule might be a little bit more favorable, but yeah, I don't have faith in either one.
We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not, and we will not go streaking.
Yeah, we're done.
Do we? I was thinking about this. Do we want to do a playoff streaking?
It's up to you guys.
We have in the past.
I think we have done it in the past.
We missed yesterday then.
Okay. You know what? Just for pride.
Okay.
We'll do it's Pride Day here at the show. We'll do a little playoff streaking. We'll get to all that coming up right after this.
Visit SacktownSports.com and join the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Hey, that's me. And let me tell you about Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. They are right in downtown Sacramento. His office, and you can reach him at 916-304-9187 or go to sacklegaldefense.com and find out all the different things that he can help you out with. And that's, I think, important for people to know because you might need representation. You might not even be sure if you need representation. That's why you should call, find out whatever kind of predicament you might be in. But a lot of people find themselves in this predicament in which maybe they did something in their past a long time ago that's still following around a mistake they made that you just can't quite clear from your record. Well, that's something he can help with. He has specialized in expungements and getting those things off your record to give you more opportunities, more rights back. That's something I think everybody's always looking for. Maybe you have a car accident situation you're dealing with, criminal defense, sexual harassment case, wrongful termination. There are lots of different things that you might need some help with and have some questions, and that's why you want someone who's experienced, who's good at their job, and also here in our community, one of us in Sacramento, and that is Jonathan Gonzalez. It's Gonzalez Law, sacklegaldefense.com, or call him at 916-304-9187.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options. Heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
The Sacktown Sports 49ers report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. Niners suffer their first loss of the season, 26-21 to Jacksonville. Brock Purdy returned after missing 2 games and threw for over 300 yards and a pair of touchdowns, but also had a couple of interceptions. Travis Etienne rushed for 124 yards and a TD for Jacksonville. Quick turnaround for SF as they travel to LA on Thursday for a big divisional matchup. Catch the game this Thursday beginning at 4 o'clock right here on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
It's taste on a whole new level at Sky River Casino. With 18 elevated restaurants, bars, and lounge destinations that include SR Prime Steakhouse, 32 Brews, Dragon Boat, and The Market. Just minutes from Sacramento, right off Highway 99 in Elk Grove. Join in the fun and experience the height of hospitality. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Visit skyriver.com today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at amazonbusiness.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
916-339-1140 is our text line. From the 530, are you rooting for Doug more than any other coach before? The answer is yes, but with an asterisk. Every time we have a new coach, I'm rooting for them more than any other
I want
coach.
them all to go undefeated.
I want them all to go undefeated. They're all my favorite. They
but
can do
more, yes.
Yeah. Let's go. Also, shout out and thoughts and prayers to Christopher Laud. I can't believe I'm saying this, but future gallbladder surgery. Hope he.
Wow. Do we know this? Is it confirmed? When?
It's going to happen.
When is it, Chris?
It's inevitable.
I don't know. A lot of people in my family get it.
I don't know what a gallbladder like. What you have? I know what a bladder is. A gallbladder.
It's like the one that's like just a hassle. God, it's a gall on this guy.
Gall.
Gall.
What is right? What is the point of a gallbladder? Yeah. You know how like some of us get well, I won't say that on the air. Some of us have things done to us when we're born, you know, like shortly after, especially not especially entirely the little boys that are born.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Why don't they just why don't they just do that? Why don't they just take your appendix and your gallbladder out? Like
it helps in the digestive process.
Does it? Mm-hmm. 'Cause I feel like everyone's always getting their appendix out. Right.
Stores bile. I'm just reading this.
Stores bile is that's Simone's brother. Yes.
No, it releases bile. That's the sister.
Release the bile.
It aids in fat digestion.
Okay.
Regulates the bile flow.
Oh, well, this sounds important. Okay, never mind. There's appendix is also something like even an appendix at the end of the book. That's just the stuff at the end that you don't deal with.
I know when they you don't need that. You can take it out.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, right?
Then why do we have it?
Anybody else ever get like a sharp pain in that area and for the next 2 hours is on alert? Do they have appendicitis or is that just me?
No.
Yeah, it's never had that. You've never had that happen before?
I have had that.
Yeah, right? Where you're like,
when I had the one-time kidney stone, I was like, I have no idea what's happening, but that was not good.
Yeah, it's not. I keep getting texts, by the way, since we're on the health kick from Cologuard. They're like, where's your box, dude?
Oh, yeah. What's in the box? You haven't done it yet?
Yeah, I want a nice open day.
You want to be proud of it?
I want to, maybe this weekend.
A specific sample.
Well, you'll be free to just unleash.
I'm gonna have a good, exactly. I don't have to worry. It's a good breakfast.
Yeah, I'm proud of this.
Yeah, that's eating.
You're
out.
welcome.
Hey, Mason, come check this out.
Okay,
you're welcome.
Okay, would any of you support me taking it? What if I took a toothpick and signed it?
I think that's a must.
You think that's too much?
No, I think it's a must.
It's a must.
Yeah.
Hey,
you're gonna get a letter back, unable to process.
There's wood in your
substance.
stool.
I wasn't sure, but now it's yours. Now I know.
Right?
Here's the thing:
one of one, or is that two of two?
That is. You see what you did? That's 2 of 2. That's a honeydews. You know what? Let me tell you something. ADD is such an affliction. It really is. You know who Colin Jost is, right? Of course.
No.
You like him, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson's husband?
Not like, I know you wouldn't call him a friend. This is from Omaha Productions. It's called Breakfast at Bethpage. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, they were doing this during the Ryder Cup.
Did you watch this?
Mm-hmm. Some of it.
I found this quite endearing. Here's Colin Jost with some, because I think that's always a good thing to say. I think it's all okay for the air. Here's some of his one-liners.
Finally, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank some of our smaller sponsors. Today's show is brought to you by the official animal of Long Island, ticks. Ticks. Get it off me. Get it off me. Also, Driveway Weight Bench, where your adult son works out. And don't forget, high school graduation air horns. Pretend this is some big accomplishment with high school graduation air horns. And finally, Tylenol. Tylenol. No, it doesn't. Today's show is brought to you by JFK Airport. Move over, LaGuardia. We're the bad airport now. Also, a golf ball you found in the woods. Just play it. Just play that ball. And when your friend says, weren't you playing a Titleist earlier? You say, nope. I was always playing a Bridgestone 8. Also, the DUI checkpoint outside Bethpage Black. Speed around it, you coward. They can't catch you, buddy. And finally, the U.S. Open tennis had their signature cocktail this summer, the Honey Deuce. Now try the signature drink of the Ryder Cup, the Sloppy Deuce. The Sloppy Deuce. Oh, my God. 3 shots of espresso mixed with spiced rum and garnished with a Fiber One bar. Wow, it's the drink that will have you saying, somebody's in here. So check out that. Brown paper bag. Secretly drink on the train with brown paper bag. Hey, it could be water. A 20-ounce can of water. Also 95.9, the Stank. Long Island's #1 24-hour Cuba Stank station. Sound the way you smell at the Stank. Also lantern flies. Lantern flies. Are we still supposed to stomp those things? No one told me. And finally, the top menswear store on Long Island, baggy black dress shirts. Be sure everyone at the wedding knows you're straight with a baggy black dress shirt.
He's a funny young man, isn't he?
Is.
That's Mr. Johansson.
Young man.
Is he old?
I mean, he's like 45.
Oh, well, he's pretty old then. Who's hot, Chris?
That would be the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, wow. Shots at Jason.
Well, tonight they've got a chance to clinch a postseason series. They have the second longest winning streak of those games at 8. The record in MLB is 9 by the
Boston Red Sox.
No.
Yeah. Oh, the San Francisco Giants.
No.
New York Yankees.
No.
The LA Dodgers.
No.
Okay. Who?
The Athletics.
Wow. That
From
would have taken a while.
1973 to 1990.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, then who's not?
The Yankees.
Who's your favorite team? The Yankees.
They are the first team in MLB postseason history to have the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th, but not score a run and lose the game.
Wow. I'm not even being a ding-dong here. Like, wow.
It was great.
That's pretty crazy. In the history of baseball, you got to think that's happened. In the history of baseball, that's never happened.
The entire history of baseball.
See, Chris is doing a bit. I'm actually legitimately surprised. God.
Jason, if it makes you feel better, my team got blown out last night. So,
who's his team?
The Cincinnati Reds.
The Reds are your team?
Yeah, on the show yesterday, we did a King of the Hill to pick the team that is going to be mine.
Oh. I wasn't here. All right. Should we go streaking?
Sure.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB?
Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing? We're streaking.
It's the postseason, so I'm going to do something different because I vowed never to do this again in the regular season. Postseason's a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
Me Luis Arias.
Oh.
Requires a lot of strategy, too.
It really does. San Diego.
I'm going to take from the New York Yankees, Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
Mm-hmm.
You threw a curveball at me there, and I swung and missed. I thought you were going to take Trent Grisham.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the same strategy as Jason because most likely this is going to be the Yankees' last game. So I'm going to take Paul Goldschmidt.
Playing today, Chris?
Is he?
Well, you know. It's your strategy.
We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, Isaiah Stevens. We're not just talking as we continue with our hoarding of everyone from the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, I'm not going to let that go by 9:50. As we continue with our hoarding of Sacramento Kings, it's not just the starters and the superstars. It's the young up-and-comers, eyes nice and full of hope and love and potential. And video game talk. Isaiah Stevens from Kings Media Day joins us next.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
She has Aunt Toulouse and she's gone there. I'm not saying anything. Broke into the top 25 this week. UCLA having a rough year. Maybe this year. Come on over to the. All right, Jason left. Hopefully he'll be back for 3 for. Oh my God! He's got the double hand wave.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
When shopping for a new car, what do you want? A great selection? A low monthly payment? More for your trade? At Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda, you get it all. Model year-end savings are going on now. Drive away in your favorite Honda. It's savings you just can't say no to. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study, recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Media Day rolls on. Look who's next to us. Isaiah Stevens of your Sacramento Kings. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. How about yourself?
Hey, I mean,
look at that smile. He's excited about Media Day.
Nah, man, I definitely am. I haven't had too many of them just yet. So
what's the experience? There's a lot going on.
Yeah, man, I think it's just cool seeing everybody just still bright and happy before training camp gets going.
Right.
So definitely those dog days are upon us. But, man, it's just fun to see everybody just being happy and being energetic. You know, the season's around the corner, so that's good.
How was your off season? Any highlights?
It was cool, man. Had a good summer league. That was a pretty big highlight for us. One game shy of coming out on top, but I feel like we learned a lot about ourselves, especially with trying to establish a new identity. Obviously, it's a lot of the young players playing in that, but we were like the guinea pigs and trying to see if we could flip the script here a little bit. So it's been fun, man. A lot of basketball, a lot of competing in this gym already, so it's been good.
So what was the messaging from those in camp at that time in Summer League, if we go back to Vegas, to now? What are some of the expectations they want of you?
I think it's just continuing to be a floor general when I'm out there, take and make open shots, be confident in myself, and just also trust my instincts. I've been a point guard since as long as I can remember, and that's what they brought me here to do. And so whenever it's my opportunity to step into that role and run the show, understand what I'm out there to provide, and also just be a pest on the defensive end, picking up 94 feet as we saw in Summer League, and just continuing to play into that identity. So.
Is that, I often say defense is so much attitude, it's conditioning, it's discipline, but when you're trying to break out, you're trying to get noticed, is there a part of you that goes, hey, I have skills, but it's that defensive end. Just historically here, we've lacked a lot of defense. Is that on your mind, like this is someplace I can really shine and help this team the best?
For sure, and I think it's even more so just what do you have to do to try to help yourself get on the floor? So if that's what they said they need from me, then it's no more questions asked, especially as a young player in this game, just trying to get it from the ground up the way that I am. So that they made their intentions very clear, and I'm all on board for it. So I understand what's expected of me.
So my question for you, Isaiah, is number 24. One of your assistants is Bobby Jackson.
Yes, he is.
Wore that number with a lot of pride. Has he talked about that with you?
We haven't talked about the number just yet.
Okay.
Because I switched from Summer League. I don't even know if too many people before here recently knew that I wasn't going to continue to wear 40. That just wasn't my choice at all. But I'm pretty sure that'll come up here pretty soon. But B-Jack has been great for me. He's been a great coach. He's been on me too, making sure that I'm doing things the way that I'm supposed to be. But that's the way coaching is supposed to go. And so we got some ties that go back even beyond just this Sacramento Kings stuff. So this isn't my first time meeting them. So it's been pretty cool to have him here.
What do you do for fun?
Man, I'm big on bowling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
I didn't expect that
our
one.
first ever bowling media day response. That's great.
Yeah, I'm big on bowling. Me and Nick Clifford went and played a couple weeks back.
Okay.
Me, of course.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. Now, here's how I know if somebody knows how. I mean, is at a whole different level. I assume you're one of those bowlers where the ball curves.
You have a spin.
See, I prefer to just bowl it straight.
Oh, okay.
That's just me. Yeah, I'm a real traditional
okay.
standard guy. Yeah, I don't get all spinning and
do that.
You have your own
working
ball?
on my approach. Nah, I don't have my own ball.
okay.
I don't have my own ball.
Get that big NBA contract.
Yeah, and then we can get our own ball.
Get a King's ball.
Yeah.
Pull that one down the
Be
lane.
a nice little purple one to roll down there.
Yeah.
How about video games, anything like that?
Yeah, man. Play video games all the time. 2K is big on our team right now, especially amongst the young guys. So I feel like that's actually been a pretty cool little bonding moment for us so far.
Real quick, Jason, he knows what's coming. I'm just going to – okay, so system? PlayStation.
Yeah.
That favorite non-sports game?
Probably Call of Duty.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite non-sports, non-player-to-player game? Like, I'm talking, is there a game, RPG, or, anything that you play that doesn't involve playing against anybody?
See, man, I'm competitive, man.
Yeah, see, that's
I'm
common.
from Texas, man. I grew up in a sports household. My parents played in college, my older brothers. So, like, anything not competing against somebody, I don't know, it's hard for me to do.
Mic on or mic off when you're playing?
Mic on, for sure, yeah. We're testing people's temperature in there a little bit. Yeah. we going to see where people sit at.
Has that ever escalated in anything?
Maybe a little bit of maybe a little back and forth. Nothing too crazy, though.
Yeah.
There's maybe some wild statements back, but it's all in good fun, man. Nothing too crazy.
Do you take it on the road?
I do.
Okay.
I feel like I need it. It kind of just helps me decompress, get away from it a little bit.
Now, do you have the suitcase? Do you just bring the whole thing? You bring the
I just found out about that from Isaac Jones and Keon Ellis, and those guys are pretty like that. So I feel like I might need to step my game up going into this year.
You know, they got glasses now, right? They got glasses with a USB-C that plugs in. No, I'm telling you, and it looks like it's 100. It's like 170-inch screen in front of you, and then you just bring your PlayStation controller on the road. And you dial. I'm telling you, it's like $400 for the glasses.
You might have just put me on. Okay,
I'm done, Jason. That's the road setup.
Okay,
yeah.
You
don't have to pack. You pack a thing this big instead of the whole case.
Instead of the whole, because see, I always have to pack a little smarter because I know I'm bringing my game. So
you can have the PS remote on your phone too, and then you plug into your iPhone, bring your controller, plug it into I'm telling you, man. People bringing these big old giant duffel bags.
Right when I get up out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and look that up.
What's the first road preseason game? I already envision you like LA and the Lakers down there, and you got all your gear.
I got everything like this. Yeah, man.
Do you have you had an NBA moment yet? You know, when you're like, man, I'm out here, I'm one of the guys, but it's like I'm guarding this guy, or I've been in this situation, or from summer league to now, or anything like that. Or is that coming?
Hopefully, there's more to come. The first one right now, I would say. When I played in preseason last year with Miami, our last preseason game was against the Memphis Grizzlies, and the way we did our preseason, all of our main rotational guys sat for the most part in that last game, and Memphis went the opposite way where a lot of their guys were playing in that last game. So I was out there against Marcus Smart. I grew up watching him. He's from Dallas. Obviously, Ja Morant's out there. And you just got all these guys that you in college you're just seeing on a night in, night out basis. But it was like you really got to play for 15, 20 minutes throughout the game. So you really got to let the game develop breathe and turn into something. So that was pretty cool. And then towards the end of last year, I got in at the end of a few games, and it's almost just like, all right, I'm really out here. Even though it's for a short amount of time, it's just a unique feeling you can't really describe. So
have you had a welcome to the NBA moment yet?
Fully? Probably not. I mean, I airballed my first shot, so if that stands for anything,
Well, we could identify with that. I think we would probably pull something like that.
I'm sure I would.
I think I can do that.
So, yeah, man. But won't be too many more of those, so we'll be good. Yeah, got the jitters out.
Absolutely.
We'll be good, man.
All right, look, right here. See, I should send that to you. It's just those glasses right there, bro.
It's only $400?
You plug that. It's
$5.99,
this is the top of the line. Okay. But, we're down by... Look, you put those glasses, and I'm telling you, it's like they literally say it's the equivalent of having a 170-inch TV. You wear them on the plane.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man. I'm going to try to get everybody on these.
Yeah.
You need to get Zach to buy him. Zach should buy.
Zach's got a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's his couch cushion.
Right. That'd be good for a little post-training camp.
Absolutely good bonding.
100%, man.
Can you honestly, can you play amongst each other on the plane? Can you play someone else on the plane?
They have Wi-Fi on that Delta
do
plane,
have
right?
Wi-Fi
Yeah.
on the plane.
They both
Kinda
have
funny.
Wi-Fi. I don't know what the lag is, but
It probably is
first world
great.
problems.
Right. Yeah, first world problems. Yeah. What are we talking about?
Well, good luck this year. We
Yes.
always say stay healthy, and obviously you're going to work your tail off. And welcome to the NBA.
Yes, sir. I
Okay, bro.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Isaiah. Thank you.
We will be right back
All right,
after
Isaiah
this.
Stevens, our conversation from Media Day on Monday. Good to get his perspective. Look, he's been around a short amount of time in the NBA, trying to really get his spot secured, his comfort within an organization. But he did go through Miami's organization, which is good. That's a good organization to be attached to. And then here this last summer in Vegas with the Kings. So he got an idea of really kind of what Doug Christie and at that time Coach Dip, who was coaching the Summer League, what philosophy the Kings are kind of looking for going into the season. And honestly, he's a guy, the point guard position, there's a lot of people on the roster that can play guard and maybe play point guard, but they don't have a lot of point guards. And so, look, he can make an impression in different ways, and Schroeder will get the primary nod. There's some other veterans around him, but, there's stories all over the place here, Dave, between guys like that we talked to, Sabonis and Murray and Levine, that are likely going to have as much minutes as they can, but Stevens is trying to find his way into the league or this organization somewhere.
And those are fun to do because we can talk to your Zach Levines and your Sabonises and, DeRozans. Excuse me, we gave that one to Alan. But whomever. And that's a different perspective.
Right.
This is a guy that I hope not, but conceivably, this could be his last professional training camp. And then he's playing in Morocco next year or whatever. Right. You just don't know. Or this could be a guy that's the next Keon Ellis, that has a long and hopefully distinguished career. And to talk to, that's why it's always fun to talk to guys like him or rookies that just have their whole future in front of them. They don't know. They're not picking up the check at the restaurant. He's making fine money, don't get me wrong, to the rest of us, but he ain't making NBA money yet. And he's just hoping for a spot.
Right.
And we've seen guys over the years, in all respect, but the David Bluthenthal's of the world, and guys that have come in and you see the names on the back of their jerseys and you go, okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
And this is one of those guys where the same thing, but fun guy to talk to. Fun guy to talk to. And
different perspective. I like it.
A completely different perspective. 1-800-920-1140. 1-800-920-1140. Along with Mountain Mike's. Look, we want to make sure we fill up your gullet on game day. So you listen to us in the 9 a.m. Usually Niners at 9 here, but we're doing media day stuff. We've always have a San Francisco 49er highlight, and then you just have to guess the player that made the play. Now, the first caller to give the correct answer, so don't call yet. Rachel on line 1. First caller to give the correct answer wins a $50 gift card.
The weird thing is they don't even know what the play is going to be.
That's the thing, because I think they just heard call right now, and it's like, doop. Also, visit MountMikesPizza.com to order your game day meal. Also, not for nothing, was Googling this with my son yesterday when I picked him up. I forgot there's a Mount Mike's buffet by my house for lunch. I'm going to do that this week. That might be reward meal for Friday.
Oh, there you go. And what's the reward? You've been just so good all week. Is that what it is?
I just got through the week.
Yeah.
Look, listen.
You're proud of yourself?
I was, shockingly, I had behavioral issues early on in my school career, second, third, fourth grade. And in second grade, Mrs. Emanuel's, it's a true story, you know her. If I got through the whole week without getting in trouble, I would get a Happy News telegram. What was a Happy News telegram? It was a little handwritten note on some embossed, like a little card that I would take home to show my mom and dad that how good of a boy I was. She'd always say, like, David, because it was always David. David paid attention and was very good. He helped Veronica with her math, and he didn't poop in the cupboard, whatever it was.
Good job, David.
That was a problem before?
And so, well,
practice for colon guard.
You gotta go, dude. I'd get home, I'd show it to my parents, and you know what? Next couple days, I'm riding around with my mom, maybe going to River City Bank, make a deposit in the little vacuum tube, get a couple of peppermints in return, and then on the way home, little 29-cent McDonald's soft serve, something, always something. There's certainly I would get negative reinforcement. They always were good, like a dog, with positive reinforcement.
Yeah. And when you did a deposit in the cupboard.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And every Happy News telegram, Jason, came with, she would give me a sticker. It was a big gold star. I would put those gold stars on my door, much like college football players at Florida State put tomahawks on their helmet when they have good plays. That was my thing. I put them all on my doors. One thing I was allowed to stick to my door were my gold stars. And I look forward to those Happy News telegrams. To this day, carried that watch around. To this day, I think about Happy News telegrams.
Nice.
They had telegrams back then?
Well, they called it a telegram. It wasn't like delete.
Stop.
David was good. Stop. There was one.
Stop.
She actually jacked me up at one point, though. She sent home it was in an envelope. It was always in an envelope, and I opened it up. And I opened it up, to get the Happy News telegram. And I was opening it up in front of my mom, and I was going to give David a Happy News telegram this week, but an hour before the end of class on Friday, he hit Tom in the face, and I couldn't, but he was good most of the week. Let me tell you something. Tom Kuminga was a little piece of trash in second grade, and he had it coming. Yeah. Violence is never the answer.
Right.
Sometimes.
The other one I missed, and then we'll move on, is, and I didn't get caught, I got narked. I was sitting in the back of the class in second grade, and sorry everybody, I'm just telling the story, and I apologize for the content, but this is just what happened. I picked just a winner, just a massive booger, and I didn't have any. Usually you put it under the desk because that's what you do in second grade, but I thought I'd have a little. It was one of those that was like a little wet, but also had some body to it, so I put it on my knuckle. And I did the field goal flick.
Nice,
dude. Let me tell you,
With
that was honestly, that was Brandon Aubrey. And it goes all the way up in the air, and it lands on the forearm of Jeff Herron.
Oh, Jeff!
I'll never forget Jeff Herron, who just had a crew cut. By the way, we were all making fun of him, and they just sitting there paying attention to class and slap. Just
man
slaps, and he of course doesn't take it like a man. He goes, he's pointing at it, and everyone's freaking out, and he's showing me he doesn't want to touch it, and everyone's like, and then you know what? And then I think it was Amanda Ryder who was sitting behind me that narked me out. I never proved. I got narked off. It was like, hey, that was David. You see somebody flick a booger on somebody, dude, don't narc.
Did she get a happy telegram for that?
Yeah, she didn't get a Happy News telegram.
Unhappy.
She probably got a Happy News informant telegram for that. Anyways, do we have the play?
We do.
Okay, let's roll the clip.
Second and goal, just inside the 10. Purdy's under center. Play action. Inside pitch. He makes the catch. Makes a man miss. Breaks the tackle. And is in. Finally, a touchdown. 49ers.
I know it.
Yeah.
Amanda Ryder.
1-800-920. 1140. If you know who scored that touchdown and you want a $50 gift certificate to Mountain Mike's, which, by the way, that's 2 large combos and probably enough left over for some extra garlic or ranch sauce. Yeah.
How about that?
That's a full Sunday, dude.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. That's a good day right there to enjoy some football and some pizza.
Which we'll be doing soon. Not the football part, but
yeah,
we'll be having a pizza brigade at my house.
Okay.
Coming up later today, Bert Kreischer tickets as well. All right, let's go to it. Aaron on line 1, good morning.
Morning.
You heard the highlight. You didn't hear who scored the touchdown. Do you have a guess for some Mountain Mike's pizza?
Was that the CMC play?
Christian McCaffrey. Is he correct? Roll tape, Chris Verlon.
2nd and goal, just inside the 10. Purdy's under center. Play action. Inside pitch, McCaffrey. He makes the catch. Makes a man miss. Breaks the tackle. And McCaffrey is in. Finally, a touchdown, 49ers.
Love it.
Yeah,
Aaron.
way to go, Aaron.
Congratulations. You got yourself the $50 Mountain Mike's gift certificate. If you can just let us know what number one Nielsen-rated sports show in the city makes all your pizza dreams come true.
That would be the Carmichael Dave with Jason Ross show.
I'll take it, brother. Put you on hold. Thank you. That's very well done.
Way to go, Aaron.
You'd be the funniest thing to do with one of those gift certificates. What if you used it for nothing but salads and extra sauces? But, like, you did not get a pizza.
Healthy.
Yeah. Healthier.
Yeah.
Trying to think if they have any sides.
I always feel like it's a tricky one. We don't have pizza that often, but when we do, like, if a place offers, like, breadsticks as well,
right.
It's like you're eating already a bunch, but, like, those are so hard to turn down.
It's
like, where do you go? Like, usually we might get a salad with it. So a salad, you're like, all right, I feel like I'm eating something else.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza, that's great. But you're like, oh, they have breadsticks or garlic knots or something. You're like, more bread.
It's tough because for me, they have to be fresh.
Oh, yes. Very important.
So if I'm eating at the place, I will generally, if I know they've got good garlic knots or good breadsticks, yeah, let's roll those out. But if they're getting delivered and you're in that, it's in that cardboard box where it's steaming for 20 minutes, and then you
just pass.
You got to two-hand pull it to, get it in your mouth.
Just go for the pizza.
Just go for the pizza. What's your pizza warm-up method?
Warm-up? What do you mean?
When you warm up your pizza. Microwave?
I might do oven.
I might.
I'm totally fine with cold pizza.
I am too.
So
nothing wrong with that.
It might literally be. Generally, I don't think I eat pizza a second time as a meal. It would be more of a snack. Like, oh yeah, we have leftover pizza. I'll just have a slice. And so I would say more times than not, I have a cold slice of pizza.
It's easier.
And I'm like, I'm not eating. I feel like if I was eating it, like, oh, we have 3 extra slices left. This is going to be my lunch or my dinner or 2, whatever it is. It's like, I'm going to warm it up. I'll probably warm it in the oven.
I've said before, the foolproof method for warming up pizza is take a piece of tinfoil, put it shiny side up, put your pizza on there, and then put it in a cold oven and turn the oven on to 350. And once it beeps that it's heated up to 350, take it out. It's just like it was the night before.
Yeah.
It's sometimes better if you had it delivered, but it is a foolproof.
Careful.
What?
I got destroyed by the YouTubers one time because I said sometimes pizza the next day is better than the first time.
I think
they will come after you.
Well, they can eat one. Here's the thing. It depends on the condition the pizza came to you when you first got it. If it was delivered and had been sitting for a minute, it absolutely can be better the next day for 2 reasons. Number one, look, like any sort of what's at the base of a pizza? Pizza sauce. And much like chili or spaghetti sauce or any of these other acidic, spice-filled mixtures, when they have a chance to kind of firm up and breathe with each other, that's why a lot of times soups are better the next day. They truly are. So if you got a pizza that's in fine condition, but then the next day, not only has everything had a chance to kind of meld together, but on top of that, you use like the oven method, it's better. Yeah. It is better. Well, you know what? I want to get into something new here with a minute left. So let me ask you this. Mount Rushmore of foods that are as good or better or closest cold as they are fresh and hot. And I would say I think we have half of them, and you might disagree. I think we're all going to put pizza on there. I would also say fried chicken.
Yeah.
I would say fried chicken is just fine.
Like grab a drumstick out.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's twice we've agreed today, and I don't like it. But then we get to 3rd and 4th, and that's... There's not a...
I think other meat you could get away with. Like a steak. I mean,
so like
a cold... Oh, okay. Are you saying like slice it into a sandwich or something?
Well, I was thinking like if you had ham the night before and you make a ham sandwich the next day.
So really good. Well, so where do we go with turkey? Because we all agree.
Same idea.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like the cold,
okay. Yeah.
Whether it's but I was thinking of, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know that. Have I had a cold hot dog?
I have.
They're fine.
The only hot dog that's acceptable to me that's cold, and this is just from when I was a kid, I can eat them Oscar Mayer wieners with the cheese in them cold.
Oh.
You know, the cheese-filled dogs, those are good.
Or brat, I'm thinking.
No, brats, I think they're raw on the inside before you cook them.
Well, I mean, if you had cooked them.
I got you. Oh, I got you.
Barbecued them, and then you're like,
Yeah, right?
How about a dip? Like a spinach artichoke
Yeah,
dip?
that's fine cold. Absolutely, that's fine
After
cold.
you had it, if it was warm or something?
Yep, that's 100% fine cold.
There's probably a soup, but I don't know.
I don't know. Like gazpacho's a cold soup, but you don't ever serve that hot. I could probably eat a cold, like, you know, if you had like in the crock pot for Thanksgiving appetizers and you had like the spaghetti sauce or whatever sauce you use, barbecue sauce, and the meatballs, I could probably eat a cold meatball sandwich.
Sure.
Oh, meatloaf. Cold meatloaf sandwich ain't bad. You disagree?
No, you could.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it's the size of a meatball sandwich versus a meatloaf sandwich. It's just the way it's constructed.
I'm a huge fan of leftover Thanksgiving turkey sandwiches because I'm not the biggest turkey guy.
Made with the leftover biscuits with a little bit of the leftover.
Turkey sliders. I'll leave you with this. Real fun thing you want to do. You know, everybody eats mashed potatoes, right? I mean, and if you make them homemade, you're going to generally make a vat of mashed potatoes, right? Real fun thing to do if you just want to mix it up for the family is you take your mashed potatoes, your leftover mashed potatoes, and break a couple of eggs in them and kind of mix it up with your hands until it's just this eggy mashed potato mixture, right? And then pour a thing of breadcrumbs into a bowl. And what you do is you take the mashed potatoes and you take a giant spoonful and you roll them into like these mashed potato balls and lay them out. And then you just roll them in the breadcrumbs and throw them in a little bit of oil, and it makes these deep fried mashed potato balls. And you can dip them, or you could always put, if you really want to impress people, take some cheddar or mozzarella string cheese and cut it the opposite way, so you have these like tiny little chunks of cheese, and you put those in the middle. You put those in the middle of the mashed potato balls, roll them in breadcrumbs, deep fry them. You could also do you could do that, or you could do like almost like crab cakes, but mashed potato cakes, almost like latkes, but not really, and serve them that way. Mashed potatoes are really underrated. You can have a lot of fun with leftover mashed potatoes.
They're fun.
They are. You know what?
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
They are fun. We'll take a break. Here's something else that's fun. It's What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We got a lot on deck for you today. Then we'll get to Crosstalk with Alan Stiles, celebrity birthdays, and wrap up the show for you coming up next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Everyone has a past, but what happens if you've made mistakes and made good on that past, but it keeps following you? Are you looking for an attorney to erase past records and restore your rights? Maybe even restore your gun rights? Do you need a reputable criminal defense attorney who knows even good people make bad mistakes? Well, the attorneys at Gonzalez Law Office are here to help. Find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. We don't settle for less, and neither should you.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda. Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is gonna be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
I'm trying to understand what Campeo said here in the chat. He said, today has started off good. Just purchased to the Cedric the Entertainer. He's saying he just got tickets to Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay. Well, that's good.
That is good. I wonder what
Why wouldn't it have ended good?
No, I didn't understand. It just purchased to Cedric. I didn't understand. I got it now. I didn't understand what he was saying, and now I do. What is Cedric the Entertainer here? He's a fine young man. I like calling people fine young man. Oh, he's here January 16th, the venue at Thunder Valley.
Okay. That is such a good spot, especially for like big time comedians.
100%. That's where I saw Louis C.K. I would. I say this because I'm pretty sure we can get Cedric on. Cedric.
You're going to see him soon.
Yeah, I'm going to see him.
Week from Monday.
Week from now. Yeah, played golf with him a few times in these tournaments. He's a good dude, and he's also like super down to earth.
That's
and
cool.
He'll want to promote his show. So, What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. Baseball playoffs. All 4 game 2s today. It's a must-win for the Guardians. It's a must-win for the Padres against the Cubs. Must-win for the Reds at the Dodgers.
Yeah, Yankees will have to make some history because, as I said before, Red Sox quite the record in elimination games.
Very nervous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Scale of 1 to 10?
9.
Wow. Okay, let me ask you this. What is preventing that 9 from being a 10? I'm just wondering what it would take to get to a 10.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not.
Like in the game, it could get into a 10.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Would you rather the Red Sox score like 10 runs in the first inning and just blow them out? Or would you rather it be a super close, really good game and then they win? You
got to have a chance. That's over.
But either way, they lose.
Yeah, no, I mean.
You don't want like the Band-Aid just ripped off if they're going to,
No, I want to watch the entirety, feel like there's hope, have a chance. Like last night, look, down 3-1, you get the bases loaded with nobody out, there's a chance. And then it didn't happen.
You're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
So
hope,
a chance. Hope, a chance. I'm nervous.
Saw this, I got a couple of
Knees weak?
Stable.
Arms heavy?
Arms heavy.
No.
Vomit on your sweater?
Soon.
Mom spaghetti?
I saw this. I got some clips for you here real quick. I saw this yesterday. This was outgoing President Ronald Reagan back in the day. He was at Wrigley Field. And he comes in. Well done. Really? He comes into the booth with Harry Carey. Reagan called a year play-by-play once upon a time. And,
sort of.
Well, what?
Huh?
What? What are you sort of?
It was a weird thing back then. Like he worked at this place and he'd get wired like what happened, like a ground out to the second baseman, and then he would have to call to make the sound effects and all of that.
You threw me for a second. When you were like, he'd get wired. I was like, what are we accusing former President Reagan of? Here's what that sounded like.
Taking off.
And when I say here's what that sounded like, nope, that's unmuted. And you're unmuted, and you're also unmuted, and here we go.
For the role of a...
That's not... Wait, is this me?
I got that.
Taking over the role...
Oh, it was me, Chris. This time, here we go.
Taking over the role of a play-by-play announcer, Ronald Reagan, at the mic.
Well, Harry, thank you very much. You know, in a few months, I'm going to be out of work, and I thought I might as well audition.
Well, I'm afraid that you got this job anytime you want it, Mr. President.
All right, here comes the pitch, and there goes a hard-hit ball out into right field, and taken right off the grass for an out.
Taking over.
Look, I'm going to say this with all respect, but former President Ronald Reagan kind of trashed at play-by-play there.
I can't believe I'm even saying this, but to be fair to Ronald Reagan,
okay,
I think it had probably been about 50 years in between calling a game.
I didn't see any. What are those sheets called that have all the info on it that you have?
What are they called? You describe it. You say.
Okay, so it's you have
it's the pointer thing.
You have the big cardboards in front of you, and it has like all the name of the players.
So those are called
your the spotographs, the clean sheets.
You were warmer earlier.
Spotographs. No.
Warm.
Spot sheets.
Spot sheets. Is that what? No. Those are your prep cards.
Well, I mean that's getting factual.
Spotter otters.
Those are your.
What are they? What did you describe them as?
They're like cardboard.
Okay.
Cardboard.
So the first word?
Card.
No.
Board.
Spot card.
No. You have that. You have. We're good with board.
Oh, we're board. Okay.
Or chart.
Okay, chart.
But you had already said the other word before.
Chart boards.
No.
Board charts.
No.
Earlier. I've said it several
Spotter
times.
boards. Spotter charts.
Spotting charts.
Spotting charts. You know what? I'm going to give myself. I feel like I didn't know that. Sometimes I know it, and then like you remind me, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, people can say like spotting boards, my charts.
Have you saved any?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. Like, do you save like all of them, or is there like, oh, this is a special game? I need to make sure that
I've saved some. I've saved a couple special games, but usually there was a time like I usually save them through the season, and then I'm like, yeah. Why do I?
Obviously, you still have the Stanford game, right?
Yeah. And like this last week, the Sac State just played Cal Poly. I actually gave the Cal Poly ones to Scott. They play Cal Poly this week.
Oh, that's nice. Is that a little weird though? Sharing info?
Yeah. Okay. The Hornets are done with Cal Poly. He's playing them. It's not any. I don't know their plays.
This is back in the early 90s.
But you think Reagan would have been better with spotting?
I think he would. I mean, he's just like fly ball to hard hit and picked up by the guy who then threw the ball.
I think he might have been one of the better presidents at play-by-play.
I think he also was one of the better. You know who was the best? James Polk. 100%.
Wow.
William
well,
McKinley.
you know what they call James play-by-play Polk.
That's exactly right. Somewhere in the 90s on some show. Here's
let's go back to the 90s.
The band Mike and the Mechanics. Mike Rutherford.
I don't see any mechanics.
They put this out. This is them singing their song on the show called All I Need Is a Miracle. And there's a point to this here. He's into it. They didn't even try to hide the fact that they were lip syncing.
Oh, they were?
I mean, they didn't even try. They don't even try. Like, what is the point? Yeah, I listened to the whole thing, and I'm like, this is, there's every single possible note is exactly as it was on the album.
It's like, but you should like that.
I like it.
Because you want to see someone perform without anybody singing.
That's true.
You want them to sound exactly like they sound.
I want them to sing.
You want them to sound exactly like they sound on the album.
That is true. Maybe not exactly. Also yesterday on the call, during the, what was this? I don't know who the hell was playing. But I think it was Will McDonough.
Sean?
Yeah, whatever. One of the McDonough. One of the McDonough brothers. He was on the call for this playoff game, and Todd Frazier, his partner.
I don't know this.
I think Will was
Sean.
Will wasn't there.
R.I.P.
I think Sean was. How do I say this? I think Sean was pinching one off.
Back here in the top of the 6-1-1 game.
That's Todd Frazier.
Not much really going on here. Pitchers duo, as we're seeing here. Gavin Williams has been spectacular. Seems like he's getting better as the innings go on. Breaking ball, strike one.
Are you there?
Javi Baez definitely went on that one. Waiting for one little mistake, one little opportunity.
Torres pulls one foul. Torres, Carpenter, and Torkelson.
Is there any other reason
that he wouldn't have been there?
And I was reading in the comments, this is Detroit at Cleveland, that Oral Hershiser was put on the same, he had the same issue. I forget who he was with, who it said. Apparently the bathroom in Cleveland, in the press area, is way, way, way far away. So he had to do something. Also, the legend has it that there was a time Keith Jackson, the legendary, many sports. Yes, college football announcer was missing. And Frank Broyles had to call the beginning of the fourth quarter of a Sugar Bowl. He said Keith had been detained. That's the quote. Keith later confirmed that it was that he was in fact detained. It was a porcelain detainment.
Okay. Solid.
What? Do you literally collapse in laughter if you're in the urinal and Keith Jackson was in the booth?
Yeah.
And you just hear, "Whoa, Nelly!
He's a hoss."
Bloop. We'll take a break.
Just a sophomore.
When we come back, Crosstalk with Alan Sound Celebrity Birthdays. We wrap up the show. Next. Really? Hi. We'll be right back right after this. Let's Sack Down Sports. Oh, I thought you said, okay, let's go behind the scenes here. We have a prep sheet every day. The sound you hear, of course, the music you hear is
American Energy.
Thank you, American Energy Home Pros. But it's not on the list.
No, and I just told you about that.
You just said earlier, you said you don't have any reads today. I went, that's right. And then when Chris says that's my bad, well, I thought he meant it's my bad for playing the music.
It was my bad. I didn't put it on the prep.
Well, you know what? I don't need any prep for this. American Energy Heating and Air is now known as American Energy Home Pros. I'll talk about them every single day and twice on Sundays, which would be weird because I don't have a show on Sundays, but I'll do it. Anyway, that's right. They handle plumbing as well as heating, as well as air. They handle it all. They really do. So if your toilet's clogged, if your drain is clogged, if whatever's going on plumbing-wise, not to mention your air conditioner, your furnace, have American Energy Home Pros come out and give you a second opinion. If you're already working with somebody else, no problem. Everybody makes mistakes. We will make sure that they almost certainly save you money. Oh, they'll save you money. All but guaranteed. All from a company that's been around since 1981. A+, Better Business Bureau. Serving the greater Sacramento area and doing it fantastically. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. When we come back, Crosstalk, celebrity birthdays, and more next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings. Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Just announced, Stockton Honda Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Into 11/1 select models only.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
2nd and goal, just inside the 10. Purdy's under center. Play action. Inside pitch, McCaffrey. He makes the catch. Makes a man miss. Breaks the tackle. And McCaffrey is in. Finally, a touchdown, 49ers. Now they set up the tight end screen left. There's Tonjes. Tonjes is into space. The 5. He dives. End zone. Touchdown.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Oh, yes, here we go. Here we go. Here we go with Crosstalk. Crosstalk, Crosstalk. Alan Stiles with an interesting-looking Brent Rooker bobblehead. It's not just your standard bobblehead. He's in full swing, counter. But it's got a home run counter on it. That's great. You can adjust that as we go.
Apparently.
And that's for the show?
Yeah,
Thank you. Oh, that's great. So we can unbox it and put it up somewhere.
Yeah, you know, I got to be honest with you guys, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but we had our end of the year, our end of season party for the River Cats and A's. And as a lot of you know, I don't do A's stuff, but a lot of the workers, they were doing double duty all season.
Right.
So shout out to them. Shout out to the groundskeepers, all of that. But it was a very A's focused end of season party.
Yeah.
And our whole gift bag was all A's stuff. And I felt as if, because everybody was telling me, man, last year when it was just the River Cats, less workers.
Right.
It was kind of sick. And this year, more people.
Sure.
And I got a bunch of A's stuff. And
Yeah.
I will say the one cool thing that they gave us, and again, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, we all got baseballs, and there's this really cool. You can buy a game-used baseball with kind of a QR code on it. Looked up the QR code, guys. I got a Mike Trout single.
Hey, that's pretty freaking cool.
What's that worth?
A lot of things.
Game used.
I didn't even know he's in the league anymore.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Would you say it'd be accurate that the A's kind of hoarded the celebrations?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't work for the A's, so it at one point, I really shouldn't be saying this.
You shouldn't.
They were reading off batting averages.
Oh. For players?
Wrap it up, B.
Would you
get to the raffle?
Would you say the A's hoarded the celebrations as much or more than we hoarded interviews at Media Day?
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close. More integrity maybe on your side. I'm just kidding. But it was close.
Yeah.
It was very close.
Were you doing a bit yesterday?
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you're talking about us hoarding interviews.
Was I doing a bit?
Were you doing a bit?
Do you think I was doing a bit?
I am on the fence. I am giving the benefit of the doubt.
To say that I am doing a bit.
Well, the fact that you had 9 interviews and we had 5 and we gave you at least one and tried to give you a second one. I was thinking when they told me that this morning. I was like, there's absolutely no way he said that.
First of all, this is old news now. You weren't here. Did you have a hole in one or not?
New to me, kind of. There was an asterisk on it. It was. I went to go hit the ball. Somebody laughed who wasn't paying attention. A buddy of mine or one of my playing partners laughed really loud on my downswing. Apologized profusely. Didn't know I was swinging. I shanked it into the bushes. They all said, dude, he was laughing. Tee it back up. I teed it back up. I hold it. I'm not calling it a hole.
Yeah.
But
because I could tell because all you had was the picture of the ball. I'm thinking if he really did this, there'd be a lot more.
There'd be a lot more. Anyways, back to Media Day.
Okay.
So
you and Chris, man, I really got to. I love when I can get under someone's skin.
I can't. I know you don't think that, but I feel like you kind of do.
It's the
you
beauty.
had 9 interviews to our 5, and we passed on one for you, a big one.
Look, I'm happy about every one I got. Some of the interviews.
You're talking about the quality, not the quantity?
I'm just saying, yes, I'm saying rotation. We'll say it like that. Based on ratio of rotation, you got all starters.
No, we actually played Isaiah Stevens at 9 a.m.
And we had Doug Christie.
Well, Doug Christie's the head coach.
Scott Perry came over to our table. We said, you know what? We're going to probably talk to him a lot more than Alan is.
Yeah,
By the way,
kudos.
that was before we even had a single interview.
And I gave you kudos for that. And I gave you kudos for DeMar.
Right. So then we're hoarding. You doubled us up on interviews.
Keegan.
What?
And
it's
Sabonis.
a Keegan thing.
It's a Keegan thing? You know what my number one pick was? Malik Monk. Number 1, no offense to anybody else. I made it very clear Malik was my number 1 pick.
So what happened?
You got Malik Monk. And you know what I said?
What?
Nothing.
I didn't say anything
Happy
either.
for you. Happy.
I didn't say anything
Then why am
either.
I hearing this from Crosstalk yesterday?
What did I say?
What did he say?
He said, at first we heard, hey, what's this with you guys stealing guests from Alan? And then I brought that to Alan's attention. He's like, yeah, you guys did. No, you didn't steal them. You were hoarding guests.
Yeah,
you
we're
hoarded
on the air,
guests.
We're having a good time.
We had all the starters.
A bit. That's what I said.
What
but
I
I
say
feel
about jokes.
You know what I say? I say it's like when my wife says, you know, it's funny. She's saying the words, I think it's funny. It's not funny to her, though, 100% of the time. I use that example. I feel like you're doing a bit with a little tiny bit of seriousness.
I feel like it's his real feeling, and now how
like
he
when you're
sees
drunk and it comes out?
How when you seeing all of our reactions and hearing us out loud saying, like, really?
Yeah.
Then, oh, wait, it's just a bit.
I'll tell you, I'm not upset. I'm not even mad.
Why would you be upset?
I would tell you, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt because, and I said this, I didn't share everything, but I said, you know what, on and off the air, I'd like to think I have really tried when I can to defer to you on things. Yes.
You've been great.
No, don't do that.
This is a show thing. It's not a Dave.
Okay, all right, because I was saying,
the morning show is Team Allen.
That we try to take care of Alan.
The morning show.
We talk about you more than
individually. You guys do a great job. Individually. As a unit, there are some questions.
Wow.
But as Jason, he hooks me up. You've hooked me up. Christopher Lodge sometimes responds to my texts.
He's fine.
Most of the time, he hooks me up.
Now that I'm thinking about it, we have all gotten guests for Alan's show.
And I explained, too, by the way, and I explained this to you, and obviously we can't say it on the air, but there was an opportunity to have literally probably the biggest guest on the station all year long. It didn't work out, but you and I talked about this, and I said it would be better for this person to come on your show. Do you remember who I'm talking about? It's okay if you don't.
I do.
We don't want to say it out loud.
Always defer to you. And by the way, if anyone had a bitch, it's Whitey. Whitey would have a reason to bitch. Because Whitey has been here longer than all of us combined.
Yeah.
And Whitey got like
Remember that one time?
3 guys.
But remember that one time, and we got to go here, okay?
it's fine.
But remember that one time you told me to say that joke, and I said the joke?
This is revenge for old Polynese. Okay, you know what? That's fair play, actually. That's fair.
That was
so we're even now?
embarrassing.
But that even then was an accident.
You had a smirk when you called me.
I promise you I
hear
did.
the smirk in
I
your
felt
voice.
horrible.
We got to find that. That was so awkward.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. That I felt terrible. All right, if we're even for that, then that's fine. See how many guests you get immediate in next year. Celebrity Birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, you know what?
What?
Quit hoarding the cookies.
But they're crumble.
That's a good point. Back to you.
Guys, on this day, October 1st, in what year did Cool Runnings, the movie, come out?
That's the Jamaica bobsled.
Come on, man.
1991.
I think he's close. 92.
Chris is 100%.
I think
getting
it's
this
either
right.
92. It's either like late 90. I guess it would be late 92. No, 93.
Late 90. It's down to months.
1993.
We have a correct answer that goes to Christopher Law, 1993. Happy birthday to Sacramento's own Brie Larson.
I don't feel like we don't talk about that enough.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
Right?
Isn't she Sacramento's own?
Yeah.
And I think she grew up in LA.
But
right?
I think she's also a Laker fan now.
Yeah.
Did I hear that right? Yeah.
People count.
So she's
McCain.
booted. Exactly, Jason. Brie Larson is 39.
Yeah, actors. Takes them a while to get going.
Give me Greta Gerwig.
37.
36.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Christopher Law, 36. Happy birthday to Zach Galifianakis. Finakis?
Yes.
Now, yeah.
Hey, that's funny. They have the same birthday because there's that famous
Yes.
Super.
Yeah.
with them
How old
together.
were you? Zach's a big 5-0 today.
Yeah, he's up there. 5'1".
53.
Alan, wait, what'd you say, Chris?
53.
Chris is closest, 56. Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid is 72.
Vegas Vacation.
Yeah, he's
70.
He's down the middle.
68.
This one surprised me. Dave's closest, 75.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Randy
how about
Quaid.
that?
Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire is 61.
Really?
Yeah.
He did play for a while.
Can you believe it?
What did they say?
60.
He is 65.
Dave's closest, 62. And Matt Cain.
Man, I think
The Logan Webb. Of
Matt
the,
Cain is 46. No, he's not. He's 44.
46.
41.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Christopher Law, 41.
Wow. The Jonathan Kuminga saga is finally over. But is Russell Westbrook on the way to the Sacramento Kings? Alan Stiles has the inside scoop on that. Also, 1-800-920-1140. Brent Kreischer tickets to give away right now at Thunder Valley. 1-800-920-1140. Alan Stiles will hoard all of your ears with his entertaining radio show next.
On the move.